Slender, thank you for the 3 months. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is John Titor. I'm testing out a new feature on the stream to start off. Got a little echo because I had the stream running on my phone. Apologize for that. I'm going to wait for the song to change and make sure that the playlist update works correctly. Okay, yeah, it works correctly. Hell yeah. Okay, so we're going to get started here in just a minute. We're going to be going with the Renegades new information. The launch trailer is dropped. There's a new Vidoc, and there was also a new live stream, developer live stream. So we're going to be covering all three of those here in one big long react. And then we might, depending on how much time I've got, I wasn't actually planning to stream today. We will be maybe playing some Destiny 2. We'll see. Ooh, I like that. I like that prediction. Get rid of that. Thank you for the 25 months, Nick. Still no Halo video. Oh, yeah. I guess it has been 2 years, huh? I mean, technically I have like a Halo video. I made a review of a season of Infinite. All right, let me start a prediction real quick. Character limit's kicking my ass right now. A little bit of a biased prediction, chat, but if you want to bet your points, you can. We'll let it run for 15 minutes. Oh, did I type that wrong? Well, crap. That should say 20 minutes. My bad. Anyway, I'm going to boot up the launch trailer here. I'm not going to actually start it. Actually, we're going to start with the dungeon trailer because while I technically watched it, I don't think I watched it with the sound on, so. Man, I don't want to leave the starting soon screen now that this music widget works correctly. All right, whatever. We're going to... That's the wrong... Okay. I actually need to turn the music off on my end because it doesn't automatically turn off when I alt tab to this. Okay, so we're gonna watch this. It's only 45 seconds. I don't remember anything about it. I think what happened was I had this running on my phone and I didn't actually listen to it. I heard that Kylo Ren might show up in this. Or his voice is in this or something. So I don't know. Like Kylo is easily the best part of the new trilogy, and I mean, as a character, he's got big flaws and problems in terms of the writing, but at the very least he was something I was willing to look at the screen for with the new Star Wars. So I mean, if they've got Kylo Ren in here, that could be a plus. It could be a plus. Might be nice to see the character actually get some attention and some love. All right, so we're gonna start with this. 6 Oh, it does kind of sound like. Ooh, that does sound like.
Real.
Interesting.
I've marshaled a new Imperium to snuff out the light.
Adam Driver acted his heart out, but there's only so. Yes, correct. You've got to work with the material they give you.
My violence is yours.
Don't even. This is gonna be a 10-hour stream rifle if we start getting into wasted potential in the sequel trilogy of Star Wars. I've hinted at my opinions with regarding Disney Star Wars before, but just to put it in a short, concise package, the only good things in Disney Star Wars are Andor season 1 and 2 and parts of The Mandalorian. Everything else is garbage, dog water, trash, not even worth buying, not even worth like acknowledging. All right, well, that was cathartic. Looks cool.
You know
I will say, I'm loving that we're getting colorful stuff still in Destiny. We haven't really done like a quote unquote red expansion. Also, thank you guys for the hype train, by the way.
To snuff out the light.
Yeah, like a lot of red and whites. We've had green, we've had blue. We've had orange with Final Shape. We haven't really had a red spec.
You know what comes next.
We had orange with Curse of Osiris too. Or sorry, Warmind. I guess both. Is that a Darksaber?
Give me strength.
Okay, that looks like a Darksaber. I'm gonna turn the captions on because I actually want to read what this motherfucker is saying, whether or not this is Kylo. What about Urple? Urple would be nice. I like the purple. Yeah, that looks like a Darksaber skin for the lightsaber. That is sick. I will absolutely buy that if I have to. If I have to, I will. This is the kind of thing I would spend money for in a Destiny game, unfortunately, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, come on, guys. It's a fucking Darksaber. Bro sounds like he's trying to be Kylo Ren. I think it might not be him. It might be either somebody else voice acting Kylo Ren. I heard like Alex Lee might be getting involved in this in Destiny 2, so maybe that's the case. It could be something else going on too.
My violence is yours.
My violence is yours is a pretty Hive line.
You know what comes next. Give me strength.
Oh wait, yeah, no, you're right, Ursa. He's talking about 6 of 9, which is the entity that we have to deal with the whole Bind the Nine thing from the Edge of Fate storyline. That okay, so they're actually tying it in to like Destiny story, current running stuff.
My violence is
She's
yours. Pledged
pledged to 6. Which one is 6 again, though? I don't know. Also, yeah, 6 of 9. I'm glad somebody caught the Star Trek reference.
You know what comes next.
6 would be Saturn. Okay. Got the bowcaster.
Everything I have.
It kind of does sound like Alex Lee, actually, now that I think about it. Apparently 6 is an asshole who hates us. It seems like most of the 9 are... Okay, we'll do launch trailer, then Vidoc, then this. I'm assuming these 2 will be contained inside of this, but that's fine. It's whatever. We can watch them again. We're going to be watching these a couple times. 6 is an asshole who hates us. I think that most of the 9 are either indifferent or actively hostile against us. I'm pretty sure it's like the odds are stacked. I'm pretty sure 3 is like the only one who was like genuinely benevolent. Yeah, because like most of them are just like looking at humanity as a whole as like a tool to achieve their ends, which is why they like possess Lodi and Orin and stuff like that. I think it is a situation like that. All right, we'll start with the launch trailer. Ooh, I'm trying really hard not to pay out this prediction, but there's a phrase I'm gonna say if I'm hearing the Force theme right out the gate. Ooh, baby. Okay.
You are supposed to protect the people, not rule them.
Oh. Oh.
A time of...
Oh, hold up. Real shit? Real shit? Okay, so that looks like a bit like a turbo laser. I'm a freak, so we're gonna frame by frame this. Yeah, there's the laser. Ooh, okay, so this is stuff about, what's this? Who are you? That's not Revan, obviously, but it's like a Revan-esque type mask. Who are you? Maybe this is the dude talking right now, and then that's Drifter. That's the Jedi or Sentinel lady we saw. Siva, I wish.
The time of guardians as shepherds of humanity is over.
Also, let me know if the actually, it looks like the volume might be a little loud on the opera end of things in the audio balance. So I'm actually just going to turn it down by about 40%. I don't know, chat. We might be there. Okay, so this looks like we're blowing up the Traveler type beat, but this is maybe a dream sequence of some kind. It doesn't seem like it's a, yeah, this seems like a portent prophecy. I guess that would be the play, right? Like you do a plot about a weapon that could destroy the Traveler, like a Star Wars weapon that could destroy the Traveler. That okay.
No. I've been waiting so long for this.
Okay, so this is the guy talking, not Kylo Ren, and he does sound kind of like Alex Lee a little bit.
Dredge and Hope.
Dredge and Hope. Okay. Is that's Drifter's name, right? So this is like a rogue dredgen type shit.
They've shown me a vision I can't shake.
Okay, so that was a vision at the beginning of the Traveler getting blasted. We've got, is that like a ghost show? That's Zur tweaking there.
New cabal, the Barrent Imperium, sprung up out of nowhere across the system.
All right.
That doesn't just happen. It's the Nine, and I'm putting together a crew to prove it.
Okay.
What do you say, weapon?
Weapon? Okay. We might be back. That's not a we are so back, which I'm saying in quotations here. We might be back. We might be back. A Drifter focused story usually is a good story. I really like the idea of framing the narrative in the way of like Drifter's like the Han Solo, and we are on the crew in a sort of OT sort of way, and in a sort of like, if you've ever played KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic, we had a silent protagonist type shit that was a special powerful being you could call a weapon. We might be there.
A crew to prove it.
Also old Drifter.
Weapon.
Welcome to the new Mars.
Ooh, okay.
The only law on Tharsis is the gun on your hip and the light in your hands.
Damn right. That's me, by the way. That's the Guardian. That's me. Oh, I just thought about it again, Chad. I just thought about the possibility of Destiny music mixed with Star Wars music. And if I hear a motif that mixes those ideas together in this trailer, I'm sorry for anybody who voted otherwise. We will in fact be back. Let me see if anybody's online right now that I can chat with about this. Looks like not the case, but we'll worry about that later. Let's carry on. Okay, got good old fashioned lightning surge. Nice little flippy. I like the little coin flippy.
We need to find out what the Dredgen are after.
Red lights. Ooh, okay. So the dredge. Ooh, okay. Guys, you don't understand. I used to edit Wikipedia back in the day. I have an encyclopedic knowledge of Star Wars. And that's not an exaggeration. I had the books, I had the comics, I had the toys, I had the games. I had it all growing up. I had every scrap of peak fiction that you can possibly conceive of when it comes to Star Wars. And I had all the bad stuff too. And you guys got to understand. You guys got to understand. Yes, Ursa, very accurate. If this is a Forsaken moment, and we're getting Bungie's back's against the wall, lock in. And we lock in and we get something that is like on the level of KOTOR. I've been really trying not to say that because KOTOR is insanely good narratively and it's insanely fun to play. And I could go play KOTOR for 40 hours right now, no problem, and 100% that game again. Like today, if I wanted to, it's that good. If we get something like 75% of the way as good as that, we are in fact back. Okay. Let me rewind a little bit. You know I'm a freak with these trailers. I have to watch everything 5 times just to fully like soak up the juices of what's going on. KOTOR levels of writing in a Destiny expansion. Yeah, we would be back. We would be unequivocally back. Not even like questionably. It's like it would be back. Let's see if we're back, chat. We might be back. We might.
But we need to find out what the Dredgen are after.
Bro, they got my ass, dude.
Why die for a criminal?
Why do you hate your own
That's
kind
Alex
so
Lee.
much?
That's Alex Lee. 200%.
Why die?
Hell, I'm watching this dude use stasis and a lightsaber, bro. Dude, I have to say it. If Bungie has to have their back against the wall for peak, then what the hell is the problem? I'm gonna say something that might be a little controversial. That was the case in the Halo days as well. That was the case with Halo, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach, Halo ODST. All 5 of those games were development hell. And I don't know what it is about Bungie's process, but something about how they do things means that they got to put their like I can't talk about it in specific, but I've played Marathon. Marathon was probably the worst received game in terms of new IP of the year that it was revealed once the controversy stuff came out. And I've played it now. And we might be back. I don't know what it is. Yeah, original Halo was a Hail Mary. Kind of. Technically, the Hail Mary was Pathways technically, but like we can get into the specifics of the company history another time. I could spend a day on that on its own, like a full 8-hour stream just talking about the history of
We
Bungie.
need to find out what the Dredgen are after.
Okay, I'm sorry to play this over like 5 times, but this shit is kind of raw.
You crave justice.
What do we got here?
Why die for a criminal?
Okay, that's kind of hard.
Your own kind so
Fire and ice. Okay.
it's time to take the fight to the Imperium.
Nice. Somebody who actually aims in the trailers. Oh, we might be back, chat. Yeah, we're back. Okay, we're so back. I heard the motif combined. Nope. Sorry, I'm just gonna pay it out right now. The prediction just closed, and I'm paying it out immediately. We are so back. Yeah, we are. We're back. We're actually in there. Believers get paid. I'm sorry. Like I heard the first 4 notes. We are back. Now, how back we are will be determined by the quality of the Vidoc and the presentation of the live stream and what's actually physically in the game. We're going to turn the volume up a little bit, chat, and we're going to let this motif hit. I will say, I have maintained this position for the better part of 20 years. Bungie has the best artists in the industry, bar none. The best musicians, the best visual artists, the best 3D artists, the best environment artists. They have the best. They are the best in the industry at that, and it is not close. When they are given the capacity to cook and to work and to do their jobs with the passion that they have, they produce one of a kind material you cannot find anywhere else. So, that being said, which makes you wonder why the Marathon fiasco happened. It's just a lack of oversight. I think what happened with the art situation with Marathon was they were too trusting. They have a work environment that didn't have oversight where they were checking for something like that. And that's how it got through. I don't think it was I do not believe the idea that it was a situation of malice. I believe what happened is an artist. I actually believe the company line here. I think an artist did in fact decide, well, I'm just going to grab this stuff for concept and we'll throw it in there in previs. And nobody checked to see if there was like an IP situation with that previs work. They liked it. They signed off on it. And it makes sense that they would have signed off on it if they, like, I know they will say like, oh, well, they were following the artist for years. Well, it's like, okay, if you're following an artist for years and you like their art and some of their art that you either may not have seen or may not know is attributed to them is in the work you're working on and you sign off on it because you like that. I mean, like Occam's razor, that is a good through. Like, I don't think somebody would deliberately commit IP theft at a company as large as Bungie. I simply don't believe an art director would go, yeah, I'm going to risk my career today. I don't think that that's what happened. I'm sorry. Like, I don't think it was malicious. I think it was absolute stupidity. I hope that they have in place now measures to check against that kind of stuff in the future. I hope that they are doing proper sign off on assets. Yeah, I think it was a poorly researched situation. I simply don't believe that Joe Cross was like, yeah, man, I'm going to get the entire internet to hate me when this comes out. Let's fucking go for it, dude. Like, come on, dude. Like, seriously? Never attribute to malice what can be explained by dumbass. Exactly. And this is absolutely something that can be explained by lack of oversight. Stupidity, for sure. I'm going to hop in here real quick. Hang on. I didn't mean to tab that like that, but we are back. We're back. How back we are is going to depend on what's going on in the follow-up stuff, but I'm just going to throw myself in the stage for anybody who also wants to come in and talk about this stuff now that I've had my moment to pay off the prediction. All right, let's go. That shit kind of hard, though.
Finish it. The Imperium is yours to lead. You will fall. The next time we meet.
That shit kind of go like you guys don't understand. You guys don't understand. They're gonna do a mission where the motif is going to do that, and they're going to weave Star Wars and Destiny music together. And I'm going to have to put my mouse down and go, that shit kind of hard, though. You guys aren't ready. You guys aren't. Who was that there at the end? Was that 6? Oh, the eyeball? I think it was 3. I could be wrong. We're going to watch the tail end of this one more time. Also, I have a knock on my door, so I'm going to go answer that. It's probably one of the little ones. Be right back. My kids are going to freak out when they realize there's Star Wars in the game Daddy plays. I just realized that because I just showed them the OT this year, and they're going to be watching the prequels next year. And then we'll do some of the supplementary stuff, the good stuff. Probably won't show them 7, 8, 9 anytime soon unless they really want to watch them. I got issues. All right, here we go.
Finish it. The Imperium is yours to lead.
Oh, I don't think that is 3, actually.
Finish it. The Imperium is yours to lead.
That is maybe 9, or maybe that is 3. Oh, it's 3. It's 100% 3. Okay. Yeah, that's him. That is a 3 type situation. It's Lodi's eye, though. It's Lodi. See, the glasses rim is right here. It's Lodi having some kind of a vision involving looks like Drifter and Eris. Yeah. Yeah, so Drifter Eris is doing some like fuck shit to Drifter, as you can tell by hands on his head. His hands are not fighting back. And there's candles all around, so probably some kind of hive magic. Ina's ghost. Drifter and his ghost do not get along. That is a pretty established lore thingy. Also, his ghost cannot talk. Does not talk, cannot talk. Drifter ripped his voice box out for something. I don't know what.
You will fall the next time we meet.
I don't know how much I'm going to care about, like, not Gaul here.
Play left.
Okay, yeah, we're back. We're back. We're back. We are back. We're back. Like, it's fine. The game, a lot of people have always, like, been, like, super doom about Destiny 2. I think that a really common position that people have held now is that, the game is, like, dead. It's not going to be able to come back. I'm sorry, that's just not the case. Like, the amount of money that is involved in something like this, they'll find a way to bring it back up to a profitable state. Like, they will put themselves in the green, and even if the game goes on maintenance mode after that, it'll stay around for a while.
6.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look here. We've got a couple more things. We watched these two. We got to do this and this. And once again, I'm assuming that these two things at least are in the live stream, but we'll watch them again if they are. If WoW can exist for as long as it has, D2 can find a way to. I mean, exactly right. Like, WoW right now, I would argue WoW is absolutely another situation like Destiny right now, even potentially worse down the line, because I would argue that the core fans of WoW are madder about their game than the core fans of Destiny have been for a while now. I don't know. Like, I feel like you got to remember, like, when was the last good WoW expansion? Legion? Like 3 expansions ago? 4? I don't know. The last good expansion was like last year for Destiny fans. It was Final Shape. Final Shape was great.
This is Destiny of the Star Wars Lab.
Okay, we're going to turn this down a little because it's a little loud. Infographic on the 9 actually useful. I won't lie to you. I'll take a look at that. I don't know. I do not play WoW. I did. I played WoW for about 10 years, and I can tell you from personal experience, after Cataclysm, and like the thing you have to understand about WoW too is, like, WoW has had more bad expansions now than Destiny has had expansions. Like, unless you count like the little things like House of Wolves and stuff like that. But like WoW expansions are usually pretty big deals. You get whole new areas, whole new classes, whole new races, whole new development trees, skill trees, big story, new raids, new dungeons, etc., etc., etc. And like we had Draenor, awful. We had Mists of Pandaria, poorly received. I liked it. We had Shadowlands, awful. We had Legion, okay. We had like we had so many things that was thing.
And it's like this really cool combination that hasn't been done before.
I can't wait to take a Praxic Blade to Mars.
Yep, like we got lightsabers.
Don't be a ridiculous fan. Just stay cool.
Wait, we gotta swat it up and play through. Oh, yeah.
DL44. Shield toss action. All right, yeah. I like. Okay, so this is Kashyyyk style stuff from the prequels and KOTOR. For those of you that don't know, these trees are similar to Sherwook trees, which are a main feature of Kashyyyk, which is the homeworld of the Wookiees. And we go there in the prequels, and we go there in Knights of the Old Republic. And we go there in some other supplementary media, but that's a little too nerdy for you guys. So this is like a Kashyyyk-inspired segment where the Imperium is chilling out. And Republic Commando, that's right. Republic Commando is another place where we go to Kashyyyk. I'm pretty sure there's a Kashyyyk map in the new Battlefront as well. Yes. Oh, I didn't consider this, chat. You can use the flight mode with all of the Titan subclasses. I can't wait to find the Sev reference on this map. Surely, bro. Pretty sure they have like I'm pretty sure they have a Republic Commando gun in the game. So yeah. I'm willing to bet it's multiple planets. I think I saw like an image that showed the different locations or some crap like that. So we'll take a look at how that's going.
This is why we got into games in the first place.
Got the X-Wings. Let's go. Wonder if those are like more accurate models. Making a
Early on, we
Renegade.
developed
I-
this
oh.
North Star.
I will also say a good sign for Destiny is when they are allocating marketing budget and marketing spend, ad spend to making Vidocs. Those of you that might not have noticed, there was a period from like before like a year-ish before Final Shape, a little more than a year, to up to the Final Shape Vidocs dropping, where we were getting no Vidocs. We were getting no produced ad spend about the game. And for somebody like me who's been a Bungie fan for longer than some of you have been alive, not seeing that was actually like worrying, because one of the coolest things about Bungie is that they've always had a way for the fans to get behind the scenes with the Vidoc system, where they had these produced, controlled looks, and they were confident enough to say, here's what we're working on. It's not done yet, but we think we're cooking and we're going to go through. We know we have work to do. Jason Jones has an infamous line about this. If you think your game is going to be the best thing ever, it's simply not going to be. You have to have that critical eye. And what the Vidocs allowed us to do was to hear that critical eye straight from the mouth of the developers. And at its time, when Bungie was doing this in like Halo 2 and Halo 3 era, no one else was doing that shit in the industry. Nobody was. Nobody had these like real behind the scenes looks from the developer's mouth. And that was the thing. Like y'all don't know. Maybe we'll watch it someday. I'm not going to go back and do like a World of Warcraft type shit with you guys like I did the other day. We'll go back and watch like the OG Destiny Vidocs, because like there is so much passion and insight in those documentaries. It was like a month ago. Yeah, Rightful. I know. All right, let's keep going.
Early on, we developed this North
Halo
Star,
Vidocs were gas. Yeah, they are
authentically
gas.
Destiny.
They are
Unmistakably
gas.
Star Wars.
There's still, you can learn more about game design from just watching the Bungie Vidocs from the Halo era than you will from like a programming course in C. Because yes, you need to know how to program in order to make a game, but you don't necessarily need to know like C specifically or anything like that. And the insights to why you would set things up a certain way are in like, they're priceless. I would pay to watch those. They're that good.
Has to be something that feels like a
Okay, that's
Destiny
looking like
story. It
a
can't feel
bit of a
like
turbo
one-off.
laser type
This can't feel
situation,
like
kind of
a
Hoth
side
planet.
quest, right? Like this has to be a continuation of the Fate Saga.
I'm glad they understand that.
I had this vision. I knew it came from the Nine.
But with Star Wars beats and Star Wars visual.
Booby gun? Yes, yes.
This was uncharted territory for Lucasfilm Games, and that this is the first time we're telling a story inspired
Oh, they got guys
by Star
from
Wars.
They actually got
within a
guys from
different
LucasArts
universe.
in here. Okay. And yes, I'm calling it LucasArts because I don't care that they changed the name. I think it's cringe that they did.
This was uncharted territory for Lucasfilm Games, and that this is the first time we're telling a story inspired by Star Wars within a different universe.
At the heart of like, I think every Guardian's identity is like this healthy, independent, rebellious streak.
We were excited to actually explore that scoundrel fantasy, bounty hunters.
Can I
the
actually like sit
syndicates
down and get a
going
drink?
out and doing jobs with a ragtag team. We took inspiration from Star Wars to ensure the scale, visual language, soundtrack, and cinematic storytelling in Renegades delivered on everything fans will have come to expect from the franchise.
The Praxic Blade collaboration stands out to me.
Because lightsabers are so iconic, it was absolutely critical to get that balance right.
The team at Lucasfilm Games was just so solutions focused. It wasn't, it has to be this way. It was a lot of back and forth and asking questions about how would this work? Well, let's talk about it. All right, so we need a different energy source. Okay, what would that look like?
It was all about like what is best for the player.
When we announced this collaboration in the studio, James may or may not have been wearing a fighter pilot helmet.
Yeah.
I just noticed they got
Destiny and Star Wars.
the cantina
Jared
Been
drinks
wearing
on the table.
when we announced
Again,
This collaboration with the studio, James.
This
may or may
kind
not have been
of
wearing a fighter pilot.
this kind of ad spend demonstrates confidence to me. I want to see one of these for Marathon before it comes out. This demonstrates like the hunter knife and the green milk or whatever this is. I like how the red the dredgen is. It feels much more Destiny than Star Wars, and I appreciate that. I could see that, yeah. A lot of the times with the Sith in Star Wars, it's all black. Practically. I mean, the biggest thing they had, like, if you're going to put it in the game, you have to get that right. You can't mess it up. And it's interesting. It sounds like they're using a source of energy for the blade that is not kyber crystals. So that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. Destiny and Star Wars share that same beating heart. I was like, oh, this is going to be special.
Tell me I can play Pazak. Don't fuck with me. Tell me I can play the card game with the Vex. Don't fuck with me.
We were given
Did I
such
apply
a-
for the Marathon December playtest? Yes, I did. I'm hoping I get in. I can't really talk about the details of it, but I hope I do.
Unique challenge. How can we achieve the aesthetic and the feel of Star Wars without losing the narrative threads that we've created so far for
I think it would be
Destiny
like
at
a
the
crystal
same
with
time?
light
It
type
wasn't until
situation.
we
Yeah.
found our footing with creating a foundation in Destiny that things started to click together.
I remember the first time that we went down to San Francisco. We had this really big meeting where it was the Destiny narrative folks on one side and the Star Wars narrative
No, I
folks
could
on the
absolutely
other side.
see it being like
We
a,
broke the ice by just asking narrative folks on one side.
I
and
just
we had
noticed they
this
got a
really big
they have a
meeting
statue
where
of
it was
Yoda.
The Destiny narrative folks on one
That's
side
cute.
and the Star Wars narrative folks on the other side. We broke the ice by just asking, what's the bad version of this? We had a really good laugh over what that looked like. And through that, we kind of uncovered that this should be the aesthetic, the vibe.
Should I be
of Star
doing any raids before Renegades comes out? I mean, the new one is really good. This is like one of the big tragedies, actually, of the Edge of Fate is that the actual physical gameplay still feels really good, and the new raid, Desert Perpetual, is probably the coolest one in the game. Especially the hard mode, Epic Desert Perpetual it has the best fight in the game. It's not even like a question. And it's really unfortunate that it had to live in an expansion that was. What if you don't have Edge of Fate? You can just play whatever. Like, I mean, Salvation's Edge is still excellent. If you're gonna do raids, my favorites are Vault of Glass, Salvation's Edge, Desert Perpetual, and I also really like King's Fall. Any of those would be fine to run. You don't really like. We're in a meta in Destiny right now where you don't really need any particular gun. You can kind of just do whatever. Edge of Fate was good. It's just literally yeah, it's crazy how that worked. Still don't like the portal. I'm really hoping they change that. Yeah, I would. What if I haven't gotten to run the last two new raids like ever? So, Salvation's Edge. If you're not talking about Edge of Fate, that would be Salvation's Edge and Root of Nightmares. I would do Root of Nightmares. Root of Nightmares can be done by 2 people. It is very easy. The original Planet Screen is it is the director is just straight better than the portal. Like, I have tried in my own time, in my mind, to figure out what the good version of the portal would look like, and it's just the director every time. Like, every time my brain goes through the design iteration process to try to understand what they could do to make the portal better, it's just the director with a portal tab on it. Desert Perpetual's included. Okay, then it would be Desert Perpetual and Salvation's Edge, which are both really good. Much harder raids than Root of Nightmares, but really, really good. It will require that you have at least like 3 people that know what they're doing. I haven't done that one or the Final Shape raid. Yeah. Final Shape, Salvation's Edge is awesome. Salvation's Edge has 2 of my favorite encounters in the entire game. Desert Perpetual has the other one. And yeah, they're really, really good. The raid and dungeon team, and the dungeons are also very good in both of those, like Vesper's Host and Sunder Doctrine. Teach Silver Verity Blind. I don't know if I can remember reteach myself Verity Blind.
With the truth to Destiny's narrative.
Yeah,
that
Verity's
we
my
needed
favorite
to be
encounter
there
in the
too.
game. Sarlacc Pit, okay. We're jumping over the Sarlacc Pit, okay. Oh, it's a corrupted Sarlacc Pit too. There's like Taken energy and
With
shit around
the
there.
truth to
Okay.
Destiny's narrative that we knew needed to be there too. We begin 2 months after the Edge of Fate has happened. The
I
world
like
is
that
now-
I like that we are getting specific timetables again for the in-universe established like canon. Very good sign. Very, very good sign. It means that they're actually thinking about that.
moved and changed, and we're still trying to figure out what binding the Nine means.
The Vanguard have redacted the prophecy of extinction.
They don't want the public to panic over this prophecy.
The crux of our story is the Drifter asking us to help him break Vanguard law for good reason to confront a new rising faction of Cabal called the Baron Imperium. It's what drives Eris to help the Drifter out, as well as the player Guardian.
When we were thinking about what kinds of characters should be in this release, we thought about the kinds of archetypes we see throughout Star Wars.
Yeah, and Drifter is an easy parallel. He and Han Solo share
Yeah.
a cocky attitude.
They even put him in the
Star Wars, and
carbonite,
Drifter
chat.
is an easy parallel.
Look at that. They even
He
put him in
and
the
Han
ice.
Solo-
Oh, I assume this is whatever this new dredging guy is, freezing him in stasis then, because that guy has stasis
Kinds
powers.
of archetypes we see throughout Star Wars.
Yeah, and
Just a nice
Drifter is
little-
an easy parallel.
it's like a
He
little-
and
nice
Han
little
Solo
parallel, yeah.
share a cocky attitude, both former criminals.
In Star Wars, there's a plethora of sassy droids.
Oh, I missed it. Yeah, there he is in it. me when I'm in the device. I like that they have the Titan here for scale. That's cool.
In Star Wars, there's a plethora of sassy droids. We have our own version of that through Ghosts, and Blue is no exception.
Oh, look.
Okay, so there's that. I think is the first time we've been given Drifter's ghost name, Blue. I wonder why he called it that. I don't think it's Blue.
We have our own version of that through Ghosts, and Blue is no exception.
Oh, look. Thanks for nothing.
Blue is a Drifter's
Yeah, he really hates that thing. He's like slapping it and it cannot talk.
ghost, and I think as soon as people hear her, they'll be delighted and incredibly surprised.
Our voice cast is stacked. Dredgen Bale is portrayed by Alex Lee, who is
They spelled his name wrong, but that's okay. That's interesting.
amazing.
So he is Dredgen Bale. Okay, that is confirmed.
Voice cast is stacked. Dredgen Bale is portrayed by
Again, statements like our voice cast is stacked betray a degree of confidence in the work. Overconfidence might be a problem, but confidence in the work is usually a good thing.
Delighted and incredibly surprised.
Our voice cast is stacked. Dredgen Bale is portrayed by Alex Lee, who is amazing.
You are supposed to protect the people.
Ooh, hold up, wait a minute. Do we got a little bit of tragic heroism going on here that's turned him into a bit of a villain? Also, he's got the Star Wars style belt, if you notice.
Alex Lee, who is
I really want to be able to wear this outfit. I need Bungie to lock in and stop playing games and let me use this. Yeah, Kylo Red, that's what we can call him. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. I'm going to be real with you, Windows. I feel like they've probably gotten gut checked enough now with both Marathon and Destiny being received the way that they have been recently. I really feel like that they probably should maintain a healthy degree of like, I mean, this is the studio that produced Destiny 1, Destiny 2, Halo, et cetera, et cetera. Like the pedigree while most of those people might be gone, the pedigree of the studio could engender some confidence still. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I do think that overconfidence at this time would kill the studio. I just need them to lock in. Steps on the toes of his uniqueness. If we get that outfit exactly, I'm going to be honest. I really don't care. I don't care. I want this. At least give me the coat. We already kind of have the arms. These are kind of like a modified version of the tuxedo arms we got from 1 year of the Solstice event. And I do have those, and I have rocked those. If you guys have watched some of my older stuff, you'll see I have like a black mariachi fit that is similar to this. I don't even necessarily want the Revan mask. I just want the hood. Nail, take his coat. We do need an overcoat for hunters. Yeah, I completely agree. I need this. I don't care about. I've been playing the game for 11 years. I do not care, first of all, about being able to identify a Guardian at a glance in Crucible. I don't give a shit about that anymore. There are enough pieces of armor in the game that if you're a casual or new player, you're not going to know anyway. And second of all, they gave Titans capes with Darth Vader. I don't want to hear that. Give me the fucking overcoat. Give me the warlock coat. Let's go. Come on. Chop chop. Let's get it. Best stuff was made in collaboration with Vicarious Visions. The way they're talking. Yeah. Exactly. Doing better collaborative work than solo work. I mean, I would argue their best work was like solo stuff still with like Halo 3-ish kind of things. But I mean, they did have some help from Microsoft with that. But which option won predictions? Oh, we are so back. We're actually back. Yeah, we're back. We're back.
Amazing.
You are supposed to protect the people, not rule them.
And we also got Hollywood actual royalty Danny Houston to play Premier Lou.
Oh,
the
shit.
Head of the Barrent Imperium.
Okay,
Being able
that's
to work
actually
with
real
someone
talk.
From that kind of IMDb page was such
Not a fan of referencing his work as an IMDb page, but whatever. That's fine.
an honor, and I was
That-
Houston to play Premier Loom, the head of the Barrent
That is his voice, isn't it?
Being
Oh
able to work
shit.
with someone from that kind of IMDb
Real
page
shit.
was such an honor, and I was completely normal the whole time.
For those of you that might not know, Danny Houston is an immensely accomplished actor. He's been in a lot of like really good stuff. He was in Children of Men. He was in Marie Antoinette. He was in 30 Days a Night, which I mean, depending on how you think about it, was either good or not so great. But he was Stryker from X-Men Origins, if you guys remember that. But yeah, he's been in a ton of movies, a ton of really fun stuff. So that's an interesting casting choice. He was in The Aviator as well, I think. Was he Jack Fry, I think? Maybe? Yes, I think that was the case. Anyway.
Surrender to the Barrett Imperium.
Loom became the sweeping military.
I can hear his
figure
cadence
that I
now
think is
that
gonna
it-
be a really good parallel to Grand Moff Tarkin or other
He's got kind of like the chewed up Darth Vader body look too, which is neat.
evil military leaders from the Empire.
So even though we're introducing new characters, we're still looking backwards at some of Destiny lore's most long-standing characters. Honor is another example of that. She's
That is her. This chick's been like suspicious of me for like 4 years now.
Praxic Warlock.
She's loosely meant to be a parallel to something like a Jedi in Star Wars. She was part of a Vanguard internal affairs group that would police Guardians.
Are you guys hearing what's going on with the fucking music right now? Are you guys here? Okay, so this is another point in the win column. Characters from the lore getting in the actual game. One of the biggest problems in the history of Destiny has been the disconnect between the legendary characters of lore and the game. I don't want to read another story about Shin Malphur. I want to play a mission where me and Shin go fuck some shit up. I'm not trying to hear like a bit. Okay, I'll give you an example. A big problem with the Destiny NPC AI, there's a weakness with the Destiny NPC AI where no, Shin is not dead as far as I know. We worked with him as recently as I want to say it was Forsaken, right? I think it was Forsaken. But we worked with him. I'm pretty sure we worked with him as recently as Lightfall. But I'd have to go back and like actually like read my notes. One of the first super big names coming to game was Osiris and give me back my. Oh yeah. Oded Fair is awesome. I love him. Yeah, he gave us the Thorn and Lumina. Yeah, or he helped us make Lumina, I should say, and then he gave us the last word. I think he's retired from Dredgen hunting, but I'm pretty sure he's still alive. He's also like a weird case of a guardian where he, as far as I know, he's the only light bearer who doesn't have a ghost. So he might not even be able to die. Because like his connection to the light is quite literally just him. So I guess like unless the Traveler gets exploded. For some reason I thought he died around the time we did the Malfeasance quest. There might have been something about that like in the thing. I'm not sure. I want to knock down Dragon when I want Shin. That would be yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to hear. And one of the biggest weaknesses of Destiny is that the NPC AI is not good enough for them to create interesting allied characters. The best they can do is make a Cabal blue and then have it run around and plink on the battlefield. Like it'll shoot a couple of Cabal, maybe it'll kill like 1 or 2 mobs. I do not want to see that anymore. I want to see Zavala chucking stasis walls everywhere. I want to see Ikora chain casting supers. I want to see me and Shin and Drifter doing some disgusting shit in cutscenes, bro. I'm not trying to hear that you can't do that shit. You guys are fucking Bungie. Lock in. Hand. Dude, give me... Okay, Commando, this is something I've wanted in Destiny for a very long time. We need a proper melee combat system. It is not good enough that we have the glaives and the swords that the way that we do. Give me some... if any of you have ever played Oni, it's an old Bungie game. Oni had one of the most interesting melee combat systems I've ever seen in a video game. It's like a precursor to God Hand, almost. I would kill in Minecraft to get an Oni-style third-person combat system in Destiny. It would literally save the game. It'd be so cool. For Honor or Absolver combat. Yeah, I could see that too. Honestly, Oni is kind of a precursor to an Absolver-style combat system. Yes, that's actually an accurate assessment. Guardians are skilled in hand-to-hand. Why can't we take advantage? Yeah. No, I completely agree with you. I want to see, like, not to make a comparison to Warframe necessarily, but I feel like Warframe has acceptable third-person combat so far. I mean, obviously, there's stuff I still need to unlock, but I want to see some, like, Devil May Cry light shit in Destiny, bro. I'm trying to see that. All right.
Honor is another example of that. She's our Praxic warlock.
Shin has no ghost still kicking around. Yeah. His Shin's lore is that his ghost gave up its light to save him as a kid. And so it creates a kind of like interesting situation because he is not a lightless guardian, but he is a ghostless guardian. So it begs the question, can he actually die in the same way that a typical guardian would without, say, for example, the use of like a paracausal round, like the one that killed ghosts, killed Sunshine.
Meant to be a parallel to...
I like her sword, bro. Her shit is... I don't know, man. I kind of fuck with this design.
She's loosely meant to be a parallel to something like a Jedi in Star Wars. She was part
also
of
the music's still going crazy by them.
Internal affairs group that would police Guardians on the usage of darkness.
Don't make me regret abandoning my post to help you.
Not now, Honor.
Yeah, she has to grow up with the times a little bit because the world has changed and a whole lot of people are using darkness now, and she gets to grow and kind of ask herself, like, am I still adhering to my own values if I allow myself to be open to these kinds of ideas?
The Drifter belongs with us.
The Drifter left your cult long ago.
And then there's...
Oh, hold up. Real lore shit? The Drifter was a member of the Dredgen. That's right. He was Dredgen Hope. So this motherfucker either knew Drifter or knew of Drifter as like a legendary figure, and now he wants him back.
To my own values if I allow myself to be open to these kinds of ideas.
See, this is what I'm talking about, like right here. This is what I'm trying to see in these cutscenes, bro. I'm trying to see 1v1s, bro.
Am I still adhering to my own values if I
I'm trying to see some 1v1s, bro. Yes, dude.
The Drifter belongs with us.
Finally.
Left your cult long ago.
Some gas.
And there's bail.
The Drifter belongs.
Values if I allow myself to be open to these kinds of
Hold
ideas.
up.
The Drifter
Hold up. They got the sound effect, bro. They got that lightsaber sound effect going on.
belongs with us.
The Drifter left your cult long ago.
And then there's Bale. Dredgen Bale.
Dredgen is a dark guardian.
Chad, come on, dude. I'm not trying to hear that I cannot be rocking this fit. I'm not trying to fucking hear that shit. This motherfucker got that shit on, bruh. Let me get that. Get a piece. Give me peace. Honor giving Bastila energy. Yes, I noticed that. I wasn't going to say anything because I didn't want to be like, is she supposed to be is she Bastila? I didn't know she was Honor until like 2 seconds ago. So, bro, this shit is gas, dude. Do you know what this looks like? This looks like prequel era Star Wars. This looks like some Revan shit. This looks like some KOTOR shit. This looks like some old Republic ass. We're gonna just make the edgiest design we can, but it's gonna work. If this shit shows up for silver, I'm buying it. No, this is not okay. He's not literally me yet. We haven't seen if he has a wife.
That represents absolute darkness.
Also, although Although I just had an idea, the Bungie writers are kind of choony. They got a little bit of Yume ship energy going on. They got a little bit of that like AO3 fanfic type shit. Maybe we got like an enemies to lovers type situation right here. Maybe that's what's going on here. Like maybe damn, he stands up too. Look at this dude. Look at that pose to pose, bro. Look at this shit. Hold on.
Myself to be open to these kinds
When did the cutscene animators learn how to cook? What happened here?
of ideas.
Oh, that shit is gas. Ooh, that shit is gas, Batman. Look at him stand up. Look at the coat. Hold on. Look at the coat. Look at the trench. Look at the coat. Look at that shit. Watch. Boom. That right there. That's an action pose right there. I'm gonna need you to cut everything you're saying right now. No. I see it. I see it right here. This is like a Bastila Revan type romance shit, bro. Like I can see it. I can see it coming right. Like if they don't kill this guy, please. Okay. Time out. Another problem with Destiny is that we don't have recurring villains inside the expansion story, with the exception of like Fikrul and like a couple others. I would really like if Alex Lee was like, please let me be a recurring villain, and they let him be a recurring villain, because that would mean I'd get to see more of this if this is gas. And it's looking like gas. This shit, dude, this is kind of gas, Batman. This is kind of gas.
Long ago.
And then there's Bale, Dredge and Bale.
Dredgen is a dark guardian that represents absolute darkness.
Dredge and Bale.
What's going on with the hand here? Is this just a situation where they were just photo bashing and they just decided to have the laser beam come out of the leg or whatever?
Doesn't like the fact that we're ruled by a city of immortals who can't step down and that weren't elected.
Ooh, that's okay. Oh, I got a phone call. My beautiful wife is calling me. 1 second, chat. Villain with an actual motivation. Hello, can we get some of that?
That represents absolute darkness.
She literally, that's not gaslighting. She literally just called me. She wanted to know what I was doing. I told her I was streaming.
Dredge and Bale doesn't like the fact that we're ruled by a city.
So see, the problem with that, Scud, is that they also built the city and then told everybody to come. That, I think, is part of the problem.
Of immortals who can't step down and that weren't elected. He's got kind of a point, but his methods for addressing that point suck. He makes many
I'm wondering if that means we'll get a return of the Concordette as well.
bad choices.
I can't even say return because you guys have literally never seen that in the game. That was like a Destiny 1 lore card.
One of my favorite.
Hold up. Is that what I think that is, chat? Is that the world between worlds he's standing in? Right? Or is that Saturn's
point
ring?
Suck. He makes many.
I think it's Saturn's, like a Saturn's ring type situation. I would be okay with them connecting. Again, one of like the 2% of good things that we saw with the Disney Star Wars was they actually showed the Force Afterlife, the world between worlds. I have problems with how it was implemented, but it was nice to see. And there were okay things about it with like the Ahsoka show with Ahsoka talking to Anakin in there and stuff like that. There were little like pieces and scraps and little slivers of a thing that could have been good writing if they had given it time and actually cared.
Bad choices. One of my favorite parts about a lot of villains in Star Wars is that they have just like the capability of making a right choice and then consistently do not make good choices.
Bale is trying to fill a hole in his life in all the wrong ways.
And he just can't, and he never will. But man, we're gonna hope.
Anakin and the Ahsoka. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there were bits and chunks of that, like in Ahsoka, where I was like, okay, yeah, no, this is working. This has potential. This is a thing that can be good. And I feel like a lot of Disney Star Wars, if you go through it with like a fine-tooth comb, has those little like gems in it. Like again, like Stormtrooper Jedi could have been fucking awesome with Finn. That could have been the coolest character in the franchise. And they kind of threw it away. Luke, Han, Leia getting reunited and seeing stuff from the perspective of the new gens could have been cool. Threw it away. Like I could literally spend an entire day on this. I could spend a 12-hour stream critiquing Star Wars from top to bottom in the new gen, and I would not run out of material. So we're just going to not do that. We're not going to go down that road because I feel like you guys are going to, you guys might think less of me if I actually like rip the limiter off and show my Star Wars nerd power level.
That he does someday.
The time of guardians as shepherds of humanity is over.
Okay.
This has been an opportunity where you love Destiny, you love Star Wars, you want to do something. This has been an opportunity where you love Destiny, you love Star Wars, you want to do something with both. What are you going to put into it?
Oh my god, it was such a challenge at first.
Okay, hang on, chat. I have to go back. I'm sorry. I need to go back like way back because I actually just missed something. I just wanted to see something.
Guardian's identity.
We'll go
is like
over
this
here in a
healthy,
second.
Independent, rebellious streak.
We were excited to actually explore that.
Okay, I thought it was going to show the Lucasfilm Games logo here instead of just saying Lucasfilm Games.
We're excited to.
And like they would change the tricorn here from Lucasfilm Games to something else, but unfortunately they did not do that. I'm going to make the subtitles a lot smaller too. Can I not do that? Options. Turn the background opacity way down. Is there not font size? There we go. We'll put this down to about 50%. I do apologize, chat, if you were looking for these, but it's getting to the point where I actually want to see like the full screen. So we will use the, just make it as tiny as possible. If you guys want to, here, I'll tell you what, I just looked over at the stream and I looked at what that looks like. So we're going to turn it up just a touch. We'll do 75. There we go. That way you guys can still read it, probably, and I can still see what's going on. Okay.
Love Destiny, you love Star Wars, you want to do something with both. What are you going to put into it?
Oh my god, it was such a challenge at first. Finding that sweet spot of how do we make something that, oh my god, it was such a challenge at first.
I like this. This has got like the Fallen aesthetic very well meshed with the Mos Eisley aesthetic, and you can still see the little pieces of Destiny's humanity's aesthetic here. Hiding the Extinction Prophecy is going to come back and bite me. Oh, 100% it will. Yeah. Like I feel like the 9 probably just have the power to just tell the people if they really want to. Thank you very much for the hydrate, by the way, Eric. I'll take a sip of water here in a second.
Finding that sweet spot of how do we make something that can live in both worlds and not feel out of place in either, but also feel totally new and exciting. It wasn't always about where do we find the exact middle ground, 50-50 Star Wars and Destiny, because at that point, you're feeling almost a little derivative.
Mm-hmm. There's those moments along the way when we were like, this is just Star Wars. This is not the purpose of the collaboration. We want to have something kind of new that makes you think of both.
Good sign here. This is a good sign. We got the little servitor cantina type shit going on in the concept art, but the fact that they are at least saying that they were thinking about that is a good sign.
I remember when we were trying to figure out what we're going to do with our new Cabal.
We started in that place where it's just Cabal wearing a stormtrooper outfit.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until we injected more of that weird alien design of a lot of these armor sets, that was kind of what switched it over from this is too derivative.
This kind of has a marathon aesthetic to it as well, which I quite like.
To this is really working. I think it comes through in the visuals and every single map. There are little Easter eggs and little treats here and there that we hit around.
Great dragon bones type shit. Could also be like a this could be like a wish dragon type situation with Hamkara, but like made to look like a crate dragon.
Lucasfilm Games has been awesome at collaborating with us and even putting
Bro,
through.
Bro, do you hear what they're doing with the mute chat? I don't think you're hearing. Let me turn it up a little. Do y'all hear what they're doing?
Switched it over. It's just Cabal wearing a stormtrooper outfit.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until we injected more of that weird alien design of a lot of these armor sets. That was kind of what switched it over from this is too
already been live for an hour.
Really working.
And we still have
I think
the
it
stream
comes
to watch.
through in the visuals and every single map. There are little Easter eggs.
Listen
and
to
little
the music.
treats here
Listen
and
to
there
the
that we
music.
hit around, and Lucasfilm Games has been awesome at collaborating with us and even putting some of their input.
Dude, I would be on my deathbed deaf, blind, and dumb, and you could not get me to forget the Guardian motif, bro. I would feel that shit in my bones, brother. And the same is true for Star Wars music. So the fact that we're getting like actual fusion here is really, really nice.
Put onto our maps so we can really give the players something.
Did you hear the little trumpet trope?
Around and
listen.
Lucasfilm Games has been awesome at collaborating with us and even putting some of their input onto our maps so we can really give the players something exciting.
The switch flipped in my head like, oh, we would never have done this without this collaboration was the Syndicates.
Yeah.
We're going places with the Vex and the Elixni and the
I love
we really weren't
look
gonna
at
go
how
before.
look at how cool this looks, please. Okay. Another massive problem with the last like 3-ish years of Destiny concept art and Destiny like visual presentation, like viz dev.
The Vex.
We keep getting shit that looks like this, and it's not in the game. It is just in concept art. I need you guys to stop trolling me and put this gas in the game. He's yet to get to the music. There's a music section in here. Yeah.
And the Elixni and the Cabal that we really weren't going to go before.
Oh, yeah. And trench coats.
And trench coats. Yeah. We have Vex and trench coats that are playing cards.
Do not say that to me, and I cannot play cards with them. I'm not trying to hear that. Bungie, do not fucking play with me on this. Put the card game in the game and let me play it. Destiny Rising had that shit. Put it in the game.
So awesome, and I don't think we would have dared do that if we didn't have this opportunity.
No, and it was the perfect time in our universe to do it too. The Star Wars
Don't
fans on the team.
You have the cards on the table. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop it. Stop fucking playing with me. Show the card game.
Just start coming out, telling their stories about what they're excited to build, and far be it for me to get in the way.
We make a lot of weapons in Destiny. How do you take a weapon in Destiny, which we have literal like 4 digits of guns?
Yeah, they do.
Understatement.
Right?
It's like 10,000 guns I've checked because I have access to the API. It's a lot of guns.
And make something that feels new, but also does justice for Star Wars. And Blaster was really obviously the choice. They're roughly in 2 groups. There's dynamic blasters, which are intended to be harder hitting, firing a ton. Brute force. And then we have a number of balance blasters. As you're shooting, and the heat is building up, you're going to have a venting opportunity. As you're shooting, have a number of balance.
I think I mentioned it the last time we saw the game. They put a Gears of War perfect reload in this video game. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I used to pray for times like these.
Balance blasters.
Ever since they started doing reload gimmicks, I've always wanted a hit R to reload faster perk. Like, oh. You guys can't see it, but I'm doing the Antonio Banderas face right now where he looks at the computer and he turns around and he's like smiling. Oh.
As you're shooting,
Twitch reveal stream crash this one.
You're going to have a venting opportunity where you can hit a perfect vent. It's like functionally a reload, so you can start shooting again much faster.
Sweet. I gotta ask though, what about those Cabal blasters? Are they accurate?
What difficulty are you playing on?
That's funny. They're doing if you guys don't know, they're doing the A New Hope scene where Luke and Leia are trapped in the little like causeway with the bridge that isn't up, and they have to swing across the chasm.
Opportunity where you can hit a perfect vent. It's like functionally a reload.
Look at this.
So you can start shooting again much faster.
Sweet. I gotta ask though, what?
Like they're doing the thing. Wait a minute. How did they capture this?
I gotta ask though, what about?
How did they capture this? Is this like a? This isn't a thing that like actually happens if you're playing co-op, right? Right?
What?
how did they? It's got to be like a new emote. It's got to be like they just filmed a new emote. But then again, like, what is he holding? Like, is he supposed to be having something in his hands here?
About those Cabal blasters.
This is. Oh, by the way, them going back to like doing Machinima Family Guy funny moment cutaways. It does look really smooth for an emote too. That's another issue. I really like this. Even this, if this is not necessarily in the game as a presentation thing for the Vidoc, I really like them doing this again.
Are they accurate?
What difficulty are you playing on? We have swords in Destiny, but we don't have a Praxic sword. We don't have a lightsaber approximate.
Hey, what's up, Luce?
It's an exotic primary weapon that's kinetic, where you can reflect a bunch of blasts.
Being able to block and the blaster bolts turn around is a nice,
Kill enemies
necessary
with
touch.
it and throw it out and get a ton of damage. Having the sandbox be able to.
I will say, I wasn't expecting them to do this, but it would have been nice to see this sword be capable of like lightsaber style dismemberment. That would have been cool. I didn't expect it whatsoever. I'm just saying it would have been interesting. Like if we could enable it like in Jedi Outcast, like when you go into the console and toggle the dismemberment cheat on, that would have been cool.
Having the sandbox be able to explore this new like ability ecosystem with Renegade abilities. We've taken so much of this opportunity and turned it into what we can like grow.
Every corner of the game.
All right, take it easy here, sir.
The design, the audio, the music, the UI.
Guys, do you like
so
hear
much.
like no, genuinely though, like I don't know, like do you guys hear what they're doing with the music in the background here? Like this shit is insane. Listen.
Having the sandbox be able to explore this new like ability ecosystem with Renegade abilities.
God damn.
We've taken so much of this
I feel
opportunity.
like okay, yeah, Salvatore came back for this. I feel like he took it personally. I feel like he might have taken getting fired a little personally, and he might be trying to prove a point. That might be what's going on here, chat. Like this motherfucker might be locked in.
And turn it into what we can like grow.
Every corner of the game, from the art, the design,
Getting Star Wars
audio,
vibes, that's good,
music,
because it is a Star Wars
UI,
expansion. Stop fucking playing with me. They fixed the goddamn portal.
From the art, the design, the audio, the music, UI.
I always win. Say it with me, chat. Always win. It's not just just a knockoff lightsaber. No, it is a lightsaber. This is a like literal official Star Wars collab. I always win.
By the rewards, completely infused with the magic of the collaboration. It's really been a real treat to be a part of.
Yeah, super satisfying.
Okay. Let me collect myself. Do you guys know how long it's been since we've seen the team in the actual studio? I'm pretty sure the last time we saw this was like I'm pretty sure the last time we saw this was like Forsaken, bro. Like okay. Let me calm down. Let me just prepare myself. That's not the portal? Okay, well, whatever.
Yeah, super satisfying.
I understand what you're saying, Scud, but there's a difference between knockoff lightsaber and knockoff lightsaber that was officially sanctioned by LucasArts themselves because they're literally working with you on this project. I think that's like if you're not like what I'm saying is if you're not in like if you didn't know they're actually like straight up making a Star Wars expansion with Star Wars, you might not realize that that's what's going on here, and they're not just like you guys get what I mean. Anyway, lock in. I'm turning up my headphones. I might not be able to hear myself talk. Ooh! Lock in.
Good
There he
morning,
is.
everybody.
There he is, dude. There he is. What I would not give for the timeline where this was Marty sitting next to him. Now I understand Marty kind of went off the deep end a little bit after Destiny 1. But if it was in my power as a time traveler to go back and change that, I would. This is Michael Salvatore. He's one half of the equation that made the Halo music industry like the best in the industry. The other man would have been Martin O'Donnell, but he's not here, so we got somebody else today. Both of these dudes are super like Gucci in the industry, but this like is like the guy of video game music right now.
Good morning, everybody. Didn't mean to wake you up with that beat, sorry. The overarching theme for this was to create a score for this release that felt like it was cohesive as a whole. We're
Oh, they got the Forsaken composer, like the Forsaken like choir back, bro. Dude, stop playing with me now.
whole.
Mm.
We're all talking to each other and collaborating with each other. We were able to explore different ways of orchestrating, different ways of writing with the orchestra that expand on the Destiny palette.
Wait, let me go back.
We're a whole. Create a score for this release that felt like.
Oh, that is
we're
Josh
all
Moser.
Talking
Okay.
to each other and collaborating with each other.
Sorry, I thought that's who that was, but I wasn't sure.
We were
I didn't
able
want to say his name and
explore
get it
different
wrong.
ways of orchestrating, different ways of writing with the orchestra that expand on the Destiny palette and make it fresh and new.
Yes, there will be. This comes out on December 2nd. We will be there.
When I look at the Star Wars scores, there were certain elements that naturally fit string flourishes or wood flourishes that would play into a certain moment. When it's like, oh, I know I want something to feel more Williams, so I'll push it. Not this Williams, the John Williams. I'll push it more in that world.
Another thing too is the amount of percussion. I had some ideas that felt more full-on Star Wars, and once you like flesh out the percussion arrangement, it instantly.
You guys hear the Star Wars remix of the Cabal theme in the background, or are you guys deaf? Are you guys not hearing the gas? Which means more videos, right? Look. I spent 6 hours in the editing mines last night working on subtitles and timings. Okay, guys, new videos are coming. New videos are coming. Listen to this gas. Pay no attention to my inability to finish shit on time, which is extremely ironic considering I'm a time traveler, but it's fine.
Another thing too.
Listen
is
to this
the amount
gas,
of
bro.
percussion. I had some ideas that felt more full-on Star Wars, and once you like flesh out the percussion arrangement, it instantly sounds more Destiny as a result.
For me, a lot of it was about framing, where when I use a lot of the Destiny themes, how I set them up and how I'm transitioning in and out of moments are much more Star Warsy in terms of the harmony and orchestration.
I think the most exciting part about this was the opportunity to work with these guys and Mike.
There he is, bro.
You definitely made it a point to kind of bring us together and listen to each other's music.
But Brendan, you wrote something with the most beautiful oboe solo in it, and it drives me nuts that I didn't think of it first.
No one wanted to follow Brendan is what it came down to. Brendan's cues just sound amazing from the start.
I remember Nolan, your first high action cue. Everyone was like, whoa. Because it's really fast, really intense.
Chat, what if we get like a Duel of the Fates fusion? What if we get like a Mustafar Suite fusion, guys? Like I'm trying really hard not to explode right now. I'm just gonna hang on.
Josh kept on like spinning around and looking at you.
Because like that bridge right there kind of sounds Mustafar-ish. a little bit.
Humans have to play this. Jeez. Destiny has like so many themes, and that's like a great vehicle.
Ooh, you guys hear the little airiness, the little like a New Hope
for
horns.
Doing the Star Wars spin.
Our first meeting was discussing that main theme, and I remember hearing it for the first time.
Ooh, that's very Star Warsy. That sounds kind of like the Emperor's theme. Like that. Like there's a little bit of that in there, bro. Hang on, listen.
Meeting was discussing that.
Listen.
main
This
theme,
is
and I
probably
remember hearing
Bale's
it for the
theme.
first time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's in there.
And everybody kind of perked up when we all heard it. We're all having ideas that were just a little bit different from one another. That was all sort of impacted what the final version of the theme was.
Very Star Wars. That's got to be his theme.
Dredge and Bale. That kind of teed off the main theme.
Yep. I knew it. I knew it before they even showed him, bro. Come on, stop playing with me. Am I watching the video without the gameplay? This is the Vidoc. We've watched the launch trailer. We're watching the Vidoc, and we will watch the. We already watched the like previous stuff. We will also watch the developer live stream here in a moment. New Sparrow going to be one of the Imperial Scout vehicles, like a little land speeder? Maybe.
Of this kind of anti-Guardian character set in this story of scoundrels. We wanted something that would be a backbone to tell a longer arc story. It has a layer of ominousness to it. It has a layer of mystery to it, but it can be turned other ways.
I felt a sense of menace.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to get to experience it with players.
Just really hope that personally I've written something that they can really connect with and love, and if I can cause a couple of goosebumps in there, I'll take that as a bonus too.
I hope players get taken on a journey that inspires.
Okay, so I recognize this emote. What I don't understand is where their guns are, because even when you're in emotes, usually the Vidoc is in the reveal stream. Yeah, that's fine. We'll watch it again. I mentioned that earlier, Coco, that at the start of the stream, I assumed that most of this stuff would be in the 1 hour Vidoc, but I'm just gonna do that. What are my plans for Thanksgiving? I'm cooking a big ass turkey. That's what I'm doing. I'm cooking a big ass turkey, and I'm trying to drop a video on Thanksgiving or the day after, depending on what happens. Because I have more time on Fridays and Saturdays to edit, because of the nature of my work schedule with my wife. So hopefully the plan will be I'm getting as much done as I can today and tomorrow in editing. All the subtitles and lineups for bits and everything will be done. And then the only thing I need to do is I need to grab a couple of models out of the API in Destiny. And I need to make sure that everybody's models are lined up the way that people want them to be, the right shaders and everything like that. In the case of, like, for example, like Nick Spartan, it's a little different because I have to edit the shader directly as opposed to using shaders from Destiny in order to get it to look the way that it needs to. So I need to do a lot of like color picking and testing against different lighting setup. But I'll get that done tonight so that I don't have to think about it tomorrow. And then from there, it's just the process that I go through of like animating away of the little cutouts and the little, like, kind of like South Parky / machinima-ish style pose to pose sort of implied animation. I also do have a couple of like actual like animated bits that I want to get in there, but I'm working on that as hard as I can, like, because I'm pushing up against like the limits of what I know still. Wasn't here at the start of the stream, won't be here in a while also, so yeah, just see some shorts of your reaction. Oh yeah, for sure.
I hope players get
I don't mind like repeating like what the scope of what we're doing here is, by the way, Chad. If like you come in and you need to know what's going on, just ask.
That inspires them and makes them feel like this world is really unique and really special.
My favorite feeling as a creator is getting to watch someone's look of like absolute surprise.
I want players to feel hope, that exciting, boundless potential that Destiny has, and world of possibility
Saying all the right
that
things.
Star Wars unlocked.
Yeah, no, the filming team really leveled up their game for this. They're showing me camera angles that I have never seen in these Vidocs before. This, you guys remember when I was like Half-Life 3 posting the other day? By the way, Half-Life 3 is coming. But you guys remember when I was doing that the other day? This is this word right here. Hope for the future, baby. That's what I'm trying to hear.
To feel hope, that exciting, boundless potential that Destiny has, and world of possibility that Star Wars unlocked.
Again, oh, it's like a Rancor type situation. That's cute.
I've been waiting so long for this.
I don't know, Chad. They might be cooking here. They might be cooking. Okay. This is the last thing we need to watch. So we're going to give this a little look-a-roni and see how it goes. And we're going to watch it start.
The people, not rule them. The time of
Oh yeah, that X-Wing is in the game right now if you pre-order. I have it. If you pre-order the expansion, you will get that X-Wing immediately to your inventory to use. I actually had it on my character for a few days. I have a couple of ships that I rotate between, like a typical space shuttle. I have one from one of the charity donation years from I think 2017 or 2018, something like that. And then I have a couple other ones. I think I got that ship before I was a full-time streamer, but or even a part-time streamer. But yeah, so that was cool.
Guardians as shepherds of humanity is over.
No!
I've been waiting so long for this. Dredge and hope.
They've shown me a vision I can't shake. New Cabal, the Barrent Imperium, sprung up out of nowhere across the system. That doesn't just happen. It's the Nine, and I'm putting together a crew to prove it. What do you say, weapon?
Welcome to the new Mars. Now the only law on Tharsis is the gun on your hip and the light in your hands. You'll do well here.
Well, this is actually, it's good that we did it this way, because then you guys get to see all this stuff over again if you missed it.
I don't relish doing business with these leeches. But we need to find out what the Dredgen are after.
Big fan of the shader selection.
We need to find out.
Big fan of the shader selection here for the Guardian character, the Hunter. Big fan of the green with the Jedi cloaked style look.
You crave justice.
Fellas, we might be back.
Why do you hate your own kind so much? It's time to take the fight to the Imperium.
Finish it. And the Imperium is yours to lead. You will fall. But next time, we meet.
Only one play left.
Are you guys hearing the music? Can you hear the music, chat? See, now the question. Oh, hey, DMG, how you doing, buddy? The question now that this raises for me, like having seen all this, even before we get into the rest of the Vidoc, what is next for Destiny after Renegades? Because like, if this turns out really well, do we just become the collab game like Fortnite, or?
Hey everybody, welcome to Bungie, or our Cantina today. We have converted our stream room in celebration of our upcoming release, Destiny 2 Renegades, collaborative effort with Lucasfilm Games. We are so excited. My name is Dylan. I'm going to be your host today, and we have a lot to go through.
First of all, your first name is D. Okay.
Through.
No, I'm
Have
just
a
kidding.
few housekeeping notes before we dive in. Ultimately, if you are on Twitch, if you watch for 15 minutes, we have a fantastic emblem for you to earn, Seekers Not Saints. Make sure your Bungie.net account is linked and you will earn this reward. Additionally, our community team, hey community team, love you. They're going to be going through chat throughout this stream and after we raid Leopard Stealth, one of our good friends. We have 25 Year of Prophecy digital editions to be handing out. So make sure your DMs are open. Keep an eye out for a DM from Bungie. And yeah, you might get yourself a code for a platinum platform that we offer. So what are we talking about here today? We just had our launch trailer. Destiny 2 Renegades is launching in 7 days. Countdown right now. 7 days from now, you're going to be in there playing. We got blasters. We got the Praxic Blade. We have a new Vidoc that actually we are sharing today. And this is going to be called Making of a Renegade. So after we watch our Vidoc, we have a panel of developers on the couch. We're going to be talking about the Lawless Frontier, our new activity that is coming with this experience, full of loot, full of fun experiences, and all that kind of stuff. So without further ado,
Is the city getting destroyed? The beginning of the video was a vision that Drifter had of the Traveler being destroyed by a super weapon similar to the Death Star.
let's watch a new Vidoc, Vidoc 2, Making of a Renegade.
Okay, so we'll just watch the Vidoc. It's fine.
This is Destiny with the Star Wars lens, like this really cool combination that hasn't been done before.
I can't wait to take the Praxic Blade to Mars.
Don't be a ridiculous fan. Just stay cool.
Wait, we gotta squat it up and play through. Oh, yeah.
This is why we got into games in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Early on, we developed this North Star, authentically Destiny, unmistakably Star Wars. It has to be something that feels like a Destiny story. It can't feel like a one-off. This can't feel like a side quest, right? Like this has to be a continuation of the Fate Saga.
I got this vision. I knew it came from the Nine.
But with Star Wars beats and Star Wars visual.
This was uncharted territory for Lucasfilm Games, and that this is the first time we're telling a story inspired by Star Wars within a different universe.
At the heart of like, I think every Guardian's identity is like this healthy, independent, rebellious streak.
We were excited to actually explore that scoundrel fantasy, bounty hunters, the syndicates, going out and doing jobs with a ragtag team. We took inspiration from Star Wars to ensure the scale, visual language, soundtrack, and cinematic storytelling in Renegades delivered on everything fans will have come to expect from the franchise.
The Praxic Blade collaboration stands out.
Wait, is that Alex? Is that just him? Hold on.
On everything fans will have come to expect from the franchise.
No, it's not him. I thought it might be him in the mocap suit.
Stands out to me.
Because lightsabers are so iconic, it was absolutely critical to get that balance right.
The team at Lucasfilm Games was just so solutions focused. It wasn't, it has to be this way. It was a lot of back and forth and asking questions about how would this
I don't
work?
know, Chad. That Kashyyyk looking level kind of looks sick.
What would that look like?
It was all about like what is best for the player.
When we announced this collaboration in the studio, James may or may not have been wearing a fighter pilot helmet.
Yeah. Destiny and Star Wars shared that same beating heart. I was like, oh, this is going to be special.
Welcome in if you're coming in, chat.
We were given
Any of
such a
you in
unique
this stream.
challenge. How can we achieve the aesthetic and the feel of Star Wars without
We're watching the
losing
Vidoc
the
again.
narrative threads that we've created so far for Destiny at the same time?
It wasn't until we found our footing with creating a foundation in Destiny that things started to click together.
I remember the first time that we went down to San Francisco. We had this really big meeting where it was the Destiny narrative folks on one side and the Star Wars narrative folks on the other side. We broke the ice by just asking, what's the bad version of this? We had a really good laugh over what that looked like. And through that, we kind of uncovered that this should be the aesthetic, the vibe of Star Wars with the truth to Destiny's narrative that we knew needed to be there too. We begin 2 months after the Edge of Fate has happened. The world has moved and changed, and we're still trying to figure out what Binding the Nine means.
The Vanguard have redacted the prophecy of extinction.
They don't want the public to panic over this prophecy.
The crux
Forgot
of
how
our
gas
story
that
is
cutscene
the
was.
Drifter
Good thing we
asking
just
us
saw it
to help
twice.
him break Vanguard law for good reason to confront a new rising faction of Cabal called the Barren Imperium. It's what drives Eris to help the Drifter out, as well as the player Guardian.
When we were thinking about what kinds
Exciting.
of characters should be in this release, we thought about the kinds of archetypes we see throughout Star Wars.
Yeah, and Griffer is an easy parallel. He and Han
Griffer?
Solo share
We're
a
calling him that now,
commonality,
chat.
both
That's
former
Griffer.
criminals.
In Star
Griffer!
Wars, there's a plethora
What are you doing,
of
Griff?
sassy droids. We have our own version of that through Ghosts, and Blue is no exception.
Oh, look. Thanks for nothing.
Blue is a Drifter's ghost, and I think as soon as people hear her, they'll be delighted and incredibly surprised.
Our voice cast is stacked. Dredgen Bale is portrayed by Alex Lee, who is amazing.
You are supposed to protect the people, not rule them.
And we also got Hollywood actual royalty Danny Houston to play Premier Loom, the head of the Barren Imperium. Being able to work with someone from that kind of IMDb page was such an honor, and I was completely normal the whole time.
Surrender to the Barren Imperium.
Loom became this sweeping militaristic figure that I think is going to be a really good parallel to Grand Moff Tarkin or other evil military leaders from the Empire.
So even though we're introducing new characters, we're still looking backwards at some of Destiny lore's most long-standing characters. Honor is another example of that. She's our Praxic warlock.
She's loosely meant to be a parallel to something like a Jedi in Star Wars. She was part of a Vanguard internal affairs group that would police Guardians on the usage of darkness.
Don't make me regret abandoning my post to help you.
Not now, Honor.
Yeah, she has to grow up with the times a little bit, because the world has changed and a whole lot of people are
I like
using
that
darkness
idea, by the
now,
way.
and
I like
she
the
gets
idea
to
of her
grow
being kind of
and
like the
kind of
straight-laced
ask herself, like, am I
Jedi.
still adhering to
And
my
then
own
the
values?
Guardian
Or
and
do I
Drifter are
want
just
myself to
slowly
open to ideas?
being like, it's a little more gray than black and white, Anor.
And then there's Bale, Dredgen Bale.
Dredgen is a dark Guardian
Dredge and
that
Bale.
represents absolute darkness.
Dredgen Bale doesn't like the fact that we're ruled by a city of immortals who can't step down and that weren't elected. He's got kind of a point, but his methods for addressing that point suck. He makes many bad choices. One of my favorite parts about a lot of villains in Star Wars is that they have
Was that
just, like,
ADR?
the capability of making a right choice.
Her
and
mouth
then
flaps didn't
consistently
match
do
the
not make good
S sound,
choices.
but it's fine.
Bale is trying
Might
to
just
fill
be a
a
style.
hole in his life in all the wrong ways.
And he just can't, and he never will. But man,
For those of you who
we're
don't
gonna
know,
hope he does someday.
ADR means when you go back and re-record lines without changing the video to match it.
It's over.
I just noticed that that belt is kind of sick too. I guess we're kind of getting like a version of the coat that Bale has, but I just want his coat.
This has been an opportunity where you love Destiny, you love Star Wars, you want to do something with both. What are you going to put into it?
Oh my god, it was such a challenge at first, finding that sweet spot of how do we make something that can live in both worlds and not feel out of place in either, but also feel totally new and exciting. It wasn't always about where do we find the exact middle ground, 50-50 Star Wars and Destiny, because at that point, you're feeling almost a little derivative.
There's those moments along the way when we were like, this is just Star Wars. This is not the purpose of the collaboration. We want to have something kind of new that makes you think of both. I remember when we were trying to figure out what we're going to do with our new Cabal.
We started in that place where it's just Cabal wearing a stormtrooper outfit.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until we injected more of that weird alien design of a lot of these armor sets, that was kind of what switched it over from this is too derivative to this is really working. I think it comes through in the visuals in every single map. There are little Easter eggs and little treats here and there that we hit around, and Lucasfilm Games has been awesome at collaborating with us and even putting some of their input onto our maps so we can really give the players something exciting.
The switch flipped in my head like, oh, we would never have done this without this collaboration was the Syndicates.
Yeah.
We're going places with the Vex and the Elixir.
I need this. I need that in the game. Look.
With the Vex.
Okay, two things actually. I need this in the game, and I need these as marathon skins as well when that drops.
The Elixir and the Cabal that we
Not
really
necessarily the
wanted to go
geometry,
for.
just the colors. They're really nice.
And trench coats, yeah.
I like
we have
the
Vex and trench coats. that
purple,
are playing
blue.
cards. It's so awesome, and I don't think we would have
Okay.
dared to do that if we didn't have this opportunity.
No.
This is the fourth time I've said it now today. Stop fucking playing with me. Show me the cards. Show me the card mini game.
It's so awesome.
need
and
that.
I don't think we would have dared do that if we didn't have this opportunity.
No, and it was the perfect time in our universe to do it too. The Star Wars fans on the team just start coming out, telling their stories about what they're excited to build, and far be it from me. to get in the
Probably
way.
red. Bad to guess.
We make a lot of weapons in Destiny. How do you take a...
It wouldn't be the
gun
first
in
time
Destiny,
too, to
which
be
we have
honest.
Literal, like, 4 digits of guns. And...
Understatement.
Right? And make something that feels new, but also does justice for Star Wars. And Blaster was really obviously the choice. They're roughly in 2 groups. There's dynamic blasters, which are intended to be harder hitting, firing a ton. Brute force.
I hope you guys listen to music.
And then we have a number of balance blasters.
Gonna say a lot of out-of-pocket stuff with the Fallen.
Shooting, and the heat is
Right
building.
on.
You're going
I mean, if you
have
got the
a
pass,
vent
you might as well use it. Am I right?
perfect vent. It's like functionally a reload, so you can start shooting again much faster.
Sweet. I gotta ask though, what about those Cabal blasters? Are they accurate?
What difficulty are you playing on? We have swords in Destiny, but we don't have a praxic sword. We don't have a lightsaber approximate. It's an exotic primary weapon that's kinetic, where you can reflect a bunch of blasts, kill enemies with it.
So far, all of the sound design too, outside of the music, like the effects of the blasters and the lightsaber collisions and hum and all that stuff's been spot on too. So I'm very happy to see that. Yeah, see, like right there though, like look right there, like you see, watch. Yeah, you saw it, right? You see the SFX of the cauterizing effect of the lightsaber slash, but it doesn't cut him in half. I'd love to see that change. I know it won't, and I know it's a T-rated game, but I do think that would be really cool.
Having the sandbox
Maybe someday.
be able to explore this new like ability ecosystem with Renegade abilities.
Yeah, I noticed that. They're like, they haven't said that yet, Red, but there's definitely like a little push of the like this new dredging guy, Dredgen Bailey's kind of got a little bit of a Star Killer vibe too.
We've taken so
Damn, he did that one dirty. He blew that motherfucker's head straight off. Watch this. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, the head's off, bro. Let me just, let me do the rest.
We've taken so much of this opportunity and turned it into what we can like grow.
Every corner of the game.
Sorry for the yawn chat.
Design,
Whew.
audio, music.
Did not sleep very much
UI,
last night.
The rewards, completely infused with the magic of the collaboration. It's really been a real treat to be a part of.
Yeah, super satisfying.
Ooh, that motherfucker's head smooth. Oh, yeah, this was the most exciting part. Pay close attention, chat, to the sound fonts being displayed here.
Good morning, everybody. Didn't mean to wake you up with that beat, sorry. The overarching theme for this was to create a score for this release that felt like it was cohesive as a whole. We're all talking to each other and collaborating with each other. We were able to explore different ways of orchestrating, different ways of writing with the orchestra that expand on the Destiny palette and make it fresh and new. When I look at the Star Wars scores, there were certain elements that naturally fit string flourishes or wood flourishes that would play into a certain moment. When it's like, oh, I know I want something to feel more Williams.
Hi, welcome back, Rifle.
Push it, not this Williams.
Last night, don't you mean this
John
morning?
Williams.
Look.
Push it more in that world.
Another thing too is the amount of.
Welcome back, Rifle.
I had some ideas that felt more full-on Star Wars.
Dude, the Cabal theme getting reworked into Star Wars music is so good. It's so smart.
Set them up and how I'm transitioning in.
I need the rest of the game to be this smart, please, Bungie.
The
Please.
exciting part about this was the opportunity to work with these guys and Mike.
You definitely made it a point.
All right, I have adjusted my seating arrangement so that I am now properly vegetating in my
You
chair.
wrote something with the most beautiful oboe solo in it, and it drives me nuts.
Slightly tweak the microphone a little bit more so you guys can still hear me.
No one wanted to follow.
There we go.
Brendan, is what it came down to. Brendan's cues just sound amazing from the start.
Unshrimp your back. It's nice and straight right now. It's just at an angle.
High action cue.
Who did they make sour Skittles for? These taste just like slightly lightly dusty Skittles. Nah, they made them for me, bruh. Thank you for the hydrate rifle. I'll take a sip here in a sec.
Josh kept on like spinning around and looking at you.
Humans have to play.
There he is, bro. There's my goat.
Destiny has like so many themes, and that's like a great vehicle for doing the Star Wars spin.
Our first meeting was discussing that main theme, and I remember hearing it for the first time. And everybody kind of perked up when we all heard it. We're all having ideas that were just a little bit different from one another. It was all sort of impacted what the final version of the theme was.
Dredge and Bale. That kind of teed off the main theme, and the fact that we were exploring the idea of this kind of anti-Guardian character set in this story of scoundrels. We wanted something that would be a backbone to tell a longer arc story. It has a layer of ominousness to it. It has a layer of mystery to it, but it can be turned other ways.
It really does sound like, yeah, that's Michael Salvatore. That's him. I mentioned it earlier. It would have been nice to see Marty here doing stuff with this, but I understand that the political situation was unfortunately
I've written something that
not
they can really
salvageable.
connect with and love, and if I can cause a couple of goosebumps.
I mean,
I'll
shit,
take
it's
that as
Star
a
Wars. Yeah, I'd come back for it too, even if they did mistreat me.
Players get taken on a journey.
Shit, man, the opportunity of a
inspires
lifetime
them
right there.
and makes them feel like this world is really unique and really special.
My favorite feeling as a creator is getting to watch someone's look of like absolute surprise.
I want players to feel hope, that exciting, boundless potential that Destiny has, and world of possibility that Star Wars unlocked.
I've been waiting so long for this.
What color saber are you going with, Jordathan? They showed off a dark saber skin. I might just use that. However, me personally, I'm a big green saber enjoyer. Very much. I like the Return of the Jedi green saber. I could see myself using yellow. I could see myself using a lot of the colors. Like if they do purple, I'll probably do that, just because, you know. Sam Jackson, dark saber, yeah, dark saber for the all black fit for sure. You have to win the Darksaber in combat, though. I guess I'll have to do a Destiny Kumite, though, and kill all of you in the game, of course.
All right, welcome back to the Cantina. So what you just saw was our second Vidoc, making of a Renegade.
I'd probably go
Takes to Make
green.
a Renegade.
Maybe blue.
This is our
Maybe.
moment to really peel back the
Nolan Germ, thank you very much, man. Love you too, dude.
curtain and show you how games are made. It's a monumental effort, and what you saw, it was a mix of our narrative design, audio, our collaboration efforts with Lucasfilm Games. Many thanks to everyone involved. Also, a few folks that weren't pictured there, ranging from design, production, test. Even a shout out, I got to give it to IT for keeping our computers running, and our services folks too for keeping our servers running. So today we're going to be talking about the Lawless Frontier. This is our new activity coming with Destiny 2 Renegades, and we have 3 developers on our couch to talk us through what we're seeing. It'll be a fun deep dive. So without further ado, let's get some introductions. Eric Smith, we're starting with you.
DMG, Damage 04. Yes, my name is Eric Smith. I
remember you.
Combat Design Lead on Destiny 2. You may know me from my work where I was the design lead on the Strand subclasses. I started kind of making the states.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, Windows. The green saber is like, yes, the original blue is gas. But I'm telling you, man, when he showed up with the green, and I understand why they did it. They were doing a lot of sky shots for the Tatooine stuff, and the blue was going to be harder to deal with. So they made it green. Fine, whatever. That shit is gas, Batman.
And most recently, the Renegades ability buffs.
Awesome. Yeah, next up, Tom Farnsworth. This is the first time that you and I are in a stream together, but a quick introduction for folks that may not have seen you in previous Vidocs.
Yeah, so I'm Tom, the creative lead for Renegades, and I've been at Bungie for like, I don't know, I can't even remember, like 13, 14 years. Worked on Destiny 1, Destiny 2. The highlights were probably like Dreaming City, Season of the Splicer, 30th and Into the Light were the most recent things I worked on leading in this, but this has been an absolute blast to work on.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for joining us today. And last but not least, our grid skipper aficionado, Taylor Bjorndal. How you doing?
Great. Yeah, I'm Taylor Bjorndal, associate weapons designer, here to talk about all the rewards and blasters and the practice played and all the other stuff we made for you to chase.
Are you expecting a marathon live stream Vidoc to come like February or such? I wouldn't be surprised to see it January. If the rumors are correct and the game is launching in March, I would expect maybe a trailer in January or a trailer at the Game Awards in like 2 weeks. And then like they shadow drop a trailer in 2 weeks for the Game Awards, or a week, whatever. No, it's 2 weeks because December 11th is the following Tuesday, whatever. And then we get a Vidoc in maybe late January, early February, just to keep the momentum. Really liked one of the side colored meanings, like orange. Oh yeah, orange is a good one. The yellow's the Jedi Sentinel, blue's Jedi Guardian. I think green's Jedi Counselor, if I recall correctly. Counselor is typically green, yes. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Sorry, I was just going over the old lore. I forget what orange was, but I'll look it up later.
Fast. We got a lot to pack through. We'll have a VOD on Twitch and YouTube after this. And if you missed our Vidoc or the launch trailer, those will be uploaded as well. So what we're seeing on screen right now, we're launching into our Lawless Frontier activity. Tom, I would love to put the spotlight on you. Let's give a quick description. What is the Lawless Frontier?
So the Lawless Frontier is our core game mode in Renegades. You're going to play through some of the campaign, but it's really what comprises our end game. And the idea is that you're a renegade, you're taking on these shady jobs like bounty hunting, smuggling, and sabotage from our syndicates, and you're doing so to
Hold up, we got gameplay. Wait a minute. I was waiting for all the talking to be done so I could watch gameplay, and I was looking at my phone.
We'll have a VOD on Twitch and YouTube after this.
Mace Windu everything during Renegades. Hell yeah. Purple would be a really good choice. Am I watching the YouTube? I'm watching the YouTube VOD.
What we're seeing on
yeah, I always watch YouTube VODs because they're usually, if the people streaming them are smart, they're usually a higher bit rate and a higher quality than the Twitch VODs can ever be.
Screen right now, we're launching into our Lawless Frontier activity. Tom,
this one looks like it's just a regular 1080 stream, which is a little disappointing. They could have definitely double streamed this with the resources they have in 4K and then 1080 for Twitch. I would have really appreciated that, but it's fine. It's fine. I understand they probably don't have people that think about this deeply. They probably had DMG just set up the stream, or somebody at the studio set up the stream, and they probably don't have, like, you know, professional insider knowledge of how it works, because they only do these once every couple months. It's fine. It's fine.
To put the spotlight on you, let's give a quick description. What is the Lawless Frontier?
So the Lawless Frontier is our core game mode in Renegades. You're going to play through some of the campaign, but it's really what comprises our end game. And the idea is that you're a renegade, you're taking on these shady jobs like bounty hunting, smuggling, and sabotage from our syndicates, and you're doing so to, you know, increase your notoriety, your power, and your riches, you know, and of course to get some sweet loot.
Yeah, and when you talk about bounty hunting, sabotaging, that kind of stuff, those are different types of this activity, right?
Yeah, their bounty hunting is all about taking out a key syndicate boss. Sabotage is about blowing the heck out of everything with your renegade abilities, you know, dropping airstrikes on Cabal vehicles, and smuggling is about grabbing everything that isn't, you know, Cabal, all about taking out.
Sorry, I was responding to a
key
message.
syndicate boss. Sabotage
I need
is
to
about
actually, like, focus back
blowing
up
the
and
heck
do my
out of
job.
everything,
Sorry, guys.
And your riches, you know, and of course to get some sweet loot.
Don't drop your phone, idiot.
The game mode in Renegades, you're going to play through some of the campaign, but it's really
There we go.
what comprises our end game. And the
Swirly
idea is
earlier.
that you're
Oh
a
yeah.
renegade,
Stolen
taking
NLS
on these
cruiser.
shady jobs like
Bay.
bounty
Oh,
hunting,
NLS is the NLS is the acronym for Bungie jump ships. It stands for near light speed.
sabotage from our syndicates, and you're doing so to, you know, increase your notoriety
Dude.
hunting,
Dude. When he takes the saber out.
smuggling,
Dude.
and sabotage from our syndicates, and you're
Ooh.
doing so to, you know,
Yeah, we're
increase your
kind of in there.
notoriety,
We're kind of
your
fucking in
power,
there.
and your riches, you know, and of course to get some sweet loot.
Yeah, and when you talk about bounty hunting, sabotaging, that kind of stuff, those are different types of this activity, right?
Yeah, their bounty hunting is all about taking out a key syndicate boss. Sabotage is about blowing the heck out of everything with your renegade abilities, you know, dropping airstrikes on Cabal vehicles, and smuggling is about grabbing everything that isn't, you know, tied down.
Yeah. In true fashion, when you're going into a dangerous spot, you got to just grab whatever you can find, right?
Yep.
So today we're going to be focusing on a bounty hunt, and I believe you said this is kind of like a quintessential Destiny vibe of an activity, right?
Yeah, it's probably the closest to a traditional Destiny activity, but you're gonna start in the ready room. Yeah.
Focusing on a bounty hunt, and I believe you said this is kind of like a quintessential Destiny vibe of an activity, right?
Yeah, it's probably the closest to a traditional Destiny activity, but you're gonna start in the ready room, which is kind of a unique experience, and you're gonna be able to pick your renegade abilities in there from your little shank buddy that's in there. You'll hop aboard Hawk, and you'll drop down to the destination. You can see we're already in on one of the Mars maps that we have. There are all these jobs taking
New
place
maps is a really, really good sign.
across Mars, Venus, and Europa, and there's 2 maps on each destination. This is Hellas Fortitude.
Dude, the
and
green
right-
I'm telling you, look. I'm very much a, like, blue red enjoyer, but, like, the green saber, man, the aura, dude.
Now we're doing
It's
a bounty
too
hunt,
good.
and we're working to draw out the intel officers to track down where our target
Oh,
is.
there's the
After this, there'll be
there is the disruptor rifle. Guy whose job it is to talk into a microphone can't talk. More at 11.
Resurgence of the security forces of that target. They'll have a classic boss fight,
Got a little
but with,
pulse rifle action
a bunch
here.
of wrinkles thrown in for gameplay here of things, hazards that are at play, your abilities, maybe an invader, which we'll talk about later, and then you'll exfil.
Just did the little Sith
with
lightning.
your bounty and get some loot and take that back to our social space, Tharsis Junction, where you'll be able to spend your currencies to buy some of the cool blasters, or maybe some of the cosmetics and customization.
Oh, so you dude, hold on. Wait a minute. It's a currency grind like World of Warcraft where you buy the weapons. The pipe bomb have flaming shrapnel? Yeah. I don't know if that's a new aspect or fragment or something. Lightsaber hitting things noise is just a metal pipe. Is it? I've heard the actual, like,
things, hazards that are at play.
I thought I was hearing the
maybe
actual, like,
invaders, which we'll talk about later, and then you'll exfil.
Could be wrong, though.
With your bounty and get some loot and take that back to our social space, Tharsis Junction, where you'll be able to spend your currencies to buy some of the cool.
Was that a Windows? Is that an upgrade to the aspect itself, or is there like something I don't know?
or maybe some of the cosmetics and customizations for the Practice Blade we're going to talk about later.
Awesome. Yeah, and I mean, so as we're going through this, we're going to be seeing a lot of abilities that players know and love on screen, but we have new abilities, Renegade abilities, that are going to be for this activity. And Eric, you're going to be our person of knowledge here.
Yeah.
What do we got on screen?
Yeah, so Renegade Abilities is a new ability system we have in Renegades. What
Okay,
we do
gotcha.
is we have a brand new button for you to press. That's going to be R3
Straight up
on the controller and then Z on the keyboard. And that's going to kind of switch you into a different mode that gives you new abilities for your grenade and your melee.
Wait, what did you just?
In Renegades, what you do is we have a brand new button for you to press. That's going to be R3 on the controller and then Z on the keyboard.
Oh, I have to redo my binds. Shit. That's crazy. I didn't think they would do that. That's really, really cool.
And that's going to kind of switch you into a different mode that gives you new abilities.
I need them to change the emote wheel to be one button to open a wheel instead of 4 options on the D-pad. That would be way like that's a miss. That's a miss. They had an opportunity here to rework the emote system, make that one button, and then give me 4 new buttons instead of this. That would have been a better play. Like make R3 the emote wheel, and then you do left, right, up, down on the D-pad as individual rebinds. That would have been much, 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 much smarter to do now, because they're going to have to change it later if they want to add a new button now, because they're out of buttons on the controller with the current model. And, you know, people are not going to be buying fucking paddle pads for this game, dude. Like, that's not happening. That's a miss. That is a miss. That is a missed opportunity for them to... How do you activate Transcendence on the controller? It's both triggers. So Super is both shoulder buttons. Transcendence is both triggers. So left trigger, right trigger at the same time. It might be sticks. It might be both sticks. That could be the case. I could be wrong about that. I don't know. I don't play controller. I know you can change it. I know that much. But no, I think it's both triggers. I think it might be because my Transcendence is middle mouse. Yeah, I have it on V, but that's a whole separate thing. I have V on Transcendence, F for Super, and then a couple. I'm gonna have to, because my Z is my is a menu. It's both sticks. I'm controller. Okay, gotcha. Triggers are for aiming and shooting. I understand that. I know that. I didn't know if because I know that Super is both bumper buttons on controller. I know that much, but I never really used Transcendence. So that'll be interesting. So like I can see it like I could see people probably remapping stuff to face buttons as well, because like Destiny has fairly good bind maps. Paddles don't even help. They just move the button press to somewhere more convenient. Yeah, exactly, that too. Because like paddles just emulate already extant buttons on the controller. I think it's like a really big miss, because I've talked about this for a while now, that they need to do an emote wheel so they can free up a few more buttons. I think that is a very, and I know it's like a little tiny thing, but you guys know me. I'm kind of a freak for the details. You guys all saw that Halo video I uploaded a couple days ago regarding the problems with Combat Evolved Anniversary. These details matter. They are not just like, they're little things that add up. So like if they were able to just do the emote wheel now and give us 4 more buttons, that would have been nice. Yeah, tiny things right would have been a big win here. I don't know if they had the insight to think about that in the studio, but they should have. Most people complaints are detail oriented stuff. Yeah. I think you're just kind of a freak in general. Yeah, that's true. That's true. We be a little freaky.
That sends out one of these tokens. We have here on the screen, you can see we have one called Revitalize that heals you and
that's cool.
Provides you with ability energy. And then we have the other one, which is the Deflector Shield, which is this zone I can sit inside and shoot out of, and it blocks all the incoming damage. It's also going to...
I guess I could also just go back to using the 12-button mouse attachment that I have. Nah, I like how my aim feels with the 6-button one. I'm just going to keep it that way.
We're inside the shield. It will amplify them.
We'll just rebind the menu option.
And all of these have 7 levels of upgrades. So when you first start, they will have certain functionality and certain strength.
That's cool.
And as you upgrade them, they're going to get better and better. And
also, there's that
really
number again.
Change the gameplay, right? Like they're kind of these pocket supers almost, that as a hunter, I'm able to be like, I'm going to build support, right? I'm going to choose these 2 support renegade abilities and make sure my team has what they need to survive this tough environment. You can also see in this mode we have non-regenerating health, so things like that revitalize.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Renegade ability.
They doubled down on that. That's cool. I like that.
Take a break and heal. Let's pop over here to some safety, and anyone can build into that if that's what they want. You know, we have things like vehicles that you can pull in, or you can call down from your ship. So that's one thing. There's so much to talk about.
Did they just say that we're getting vehicles in the game mode? I'm going to go ahead and rewind real quick. You know, we have things like vehicles that you can...
Or you can call down from your
Okay. Yeah, we're back.
ship. So that's one thing.
Vehicle combat is something that has been egregiously missing from the Destiny sandbox for years and years and years and years and years. It's also missing from like Destiny PvP as well. Like in Destiny 1, we had maps that had vehicles on them that you could get in, and it was really fun to run around and blow people up with them.
To talk about.
Yeah, well, before we get to the ship, actually, let's talk a little bit more about the health mechanics in here. Because we had this in some previous
yeah, you guys had this in
Nether, and we got a ton of great feedback on like how much you get.
What do you mean we got tanks at rifle?
And I've seen already in
I can't be rage baited.
As you're going through, there's some pots. There's some ways that you can get it. There are the Renegades abilities. But Tom, if you want to talk a little bit more about it.
We took Nether as a base, but I'd say this is a little bit more forgiving. The way that health works is, yeah, you've got a large pool.
Is it really 5 o'clock already? Holy shit.
It does not regenerate at the top level, but if you get down to 0, it will regenerate to the base shield, so you got some of the red flashing screen. And you can either use a normal sandbox like a rift, a healing, a support weapon. You can crack open these pots that have those little healing orbs you can see on the screen to get some of your health back. Or you can use things like Revitalize and like build your Renegade abilities into kind of dealing with those kind of challenges we're putting in front of you. And one thing that I really like about this mode is like we've got, you know, Expert, Master, Grandmaster, and on Grandmaster you're really gonna need to
Chad,
use
I think I might have to just order a pizza or something. I don't know if I want to cook today.
To kind of conquer the challenges we put in front of you.
Awesome. Yeah. So going back to you had mentioned the ship when we're using.
They should do that, barkeep, and call it the Puma.
Earlier,
it would be really funny.
The Vex Dome, there was kind of like an airstrike that happened too, right?
Yeah, we have a strafing run that you can upgrade, and your ship, so the one that you have
I'm sorry to hear that,
customized
Silver.
And put your shader on, will fly through the arena and drop bombs in sequence, right?
Okay. Chat. The airstrikes are your ship. The airstrikes are your ship. Flying through, decked out with your shader. We are edging ourselves ever so closer to playable ship combat. They have been doing this now with the Plague Lands thing. They did it in the Nether where your ship showed up. Bungie, I need you to listen to me. I don't think anybody who works there is at the studio. You guys need to listen to me. Listen to me. Make ship combat. I don't care how. I don't care what resources it takes. We need a new pillar of combat in the game. Make ship combat and make it part of a reworked Gambit system. I'm going to say everything. By the way, every new feature I want is just Gambit, by the way.
Outside of the Vex Dome, there was kind of like an airstrike that happened too, right?
Yeah, we have a strafing run that you can upgrade, and your ship, so the one that you have customized.
All right, Chad, I'm going to start figuring out what I'm doing for dinner here.
Put your shader on, will fly through the arena and drop bombs in sequence.
Domino's, you suggested. I'll see what Domino's
more
might
and
be
more
able to do for me right
until
now.
it like is, you know, beyond any of the supers we have in the game. It's incredible. There's another one that is the Cabal drop pod, and what that does is, you know, if you're familiar with the Cabal drop pod, it is this giant metal ball that slams into the ground, and in this case, it is almost like a supply drop because it's full of ammo, and it's also going to squish anything under it, and it does incredible damage. Not only that, but will damage you and your teammates. So you got to be really careful.
It will delete them.
Yeah, just delete them. You got to be careful where you drop this.
Offensive supply drop.
Yeah, but you can be the Cabal now. You can turn it around on them.
Yeah. So Bjorndal, we've had you kind of sitting quiet over there. I'd love to talk about the blasters that our players have been using. So in the Vidoc, we were talking about the balanced blaster and the dynamic blaster. Can you break down each, just a quick review of each, and then we can talk through some of the reload mechanics?
Yep, sure. So yeah, we have
Your ship's abilities change based on your equipped subclass. That's neat. Yeah, I don't want to cook today because I'm going to be cooking like all day on Thursday, or rather for like 4 hours in the morning. I'm making all of the Thanksgiving fixings alone, and I don't really want to like deal with cooking for the rest of the week, frankly.
Sets of blasters, or two different kinds of blasters. The dynamics are like more aggressive, harder hitting, faster rate of fire. They can like generally punch above their weight class, but they're like a little bit harder to manage heat on. The balanced blasters is more like a rain of bullets. Like I'm just gonna unload on a big pack of stuff and like really have like a deep mag.
Cool. And what you can see on screen right here, these are going to be all the blasters that you can get from running our Lawless Frontier activity, and then we'll actually have a slate of blasters that you can earn through the dungeon, which we'll talk a little bit about later. But yeah, when it came to really balancing blasters and bringing them into Destiny as a new kind of weapon type, I would love to hear what were the challenges, what was some of the fun in developing those things with the team?
Absolutely, yeah. So like one of the things that was in the Vidoc was kind of finding the balance of like how much Star Wars versus how much Destiny we wanted on these things, and it was a collaborative effort with.
Spend Thanksgiving with my family. Yeah, I do all this stuff for my family.
Mercurial's project for most of its release. But
I'm alive for my family.
On design, test, animation, audio to really sell the experience of using these and to make them look and feel the part for like what people would expect. From
I like that the shoulder charge actually moved the boss. That's awesome. A nice.
Yeah, I mean, since we're on the topic of loot and gear, our Guardian right now
it's like an LMG with the
Praxic Blade and also getting smashed by a Cabal drop pod. But I'd love to hear about the customization that y'all developed for this, and this can be Tom and Bjorn talk to it. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. So you're gonna get the Praxic Blade by collaborating with Honor throughout the campaign. She's gonna like deem you worthy of earning it. You'll go on a cool little quest that I don't want to spoil to earn one for yourself. And then,
see, that's interesting that it's like it's not like a Star Wars man showed up and gives us a lightsaber. I like that. I like that. I would have liked to see like a character from Star Wars show up in the collab, but it's also like I would definitely understand how many people would have a problem with that. So it's whatever.
You're going to unlock the ability to customize it. You're going to be able to change out your dark matter crystals and change the color of the blade to match.
dark matter crystals. So it's not kyber crystal, it's a dark matter crystal like the ones we found in Kepler, on Kepler.
Your personality, and you're going to be able to change a bunch of different mods and gameplay elements, right?
Yeah. So there's a whole bunch of different things you can kind of swap to fit your playstyle on this, where we have
forms, that's funny,
cores, mods, and 4 different catalysts on it. And the forms kind of change like how you...
They have the saber forms. I'm going to crash out. You guys don't understand. You guys don't understand. Oh my God. They have the lightsaber forms. I'm going to cry. I'm crying in the club right now.
So there's a whole bunch of different things you can kind of swap to fit your playstyle on this, where we have forms, cores, mods, and 4 different catalysts on it. And the forms kind of change like how you can get ammo back and give you some damage bonuses based off of different gameplay styles. And the cores let you apply subclass verbs to a different part of what the weapon does, depending on something that matches your subclass. So like you can add sever to like the saber throw, or something else like weaken or jolting.
Yeah, it creates these really cool combos where I am strike, I'm throwing to debuff enemies, and then getting it back and striking again.
Yeah, and during a couple of our trial runs with this, you were talking about there are some animations and different combos in your melee structure, right?
Yeah. So there's like a 3 or 4 hit combo you can do where you will.
John is
end
a
it with,
Form
like,
4
big
enjoyer. I'm
spinny
sure. Yes, I'm
moves, like,
an
very
Ataru and
thematic,
Vapad enjoyer.
Almost kind of like how the Arc Staff has like the little hidden combo there.
Awesome.
I
For
did
those
wanna
that-
call out, we also saw the Renegade ability, the turret that we have.
For those that don't know, Vapad was Form 7. It's Mace Windu style. Form 4 was Anakin Skywalker's main style. Although Anakin is like a weird case because he's good at all of them. Hang on.
There are some animations and different combos in your melee structure, right?
Yeah. Does depending on
Okay.
Something that matches your subclass. So like you can add sever to like the saber throw, or something else like weaken or
Anakin wasn't 4, he was 5.
jolting.
Was
it
he?
creates these really cool combos where I am
Was-
strike. I'm
was it
throwing
Obi-Wan
to
that was
debuff
4?
enemies and then getting it back and striking.
Like again, Anakin's kind of like a
And
weird
during
case because he
couple
was sort of all of them.
Trial runs with this. You were talking about there are
'Cause,
some
you know,
animations
chosen
and
one.
different combos in your melee structure, right?
Yeah. So there's like a 3 or 4 hit combo you can do where you will end it with like a big spinny move that's like very thematic. Almost kind of like how the Arc Staff has like the little hidden combo there.
Awesome.
I did want to call out, we also saw the Renegade ability, the turret that we have. It is called the Piker Mortar, and it is like the strongest turret we've ever built. Like it is, it has crazy range, crazy damage, and is a really nice.
5 is
you
what,
know,
Shien,
I'm gonna
right?
Throw this thing out to manage this part of the map. Yeah, while I deal with other stuff.
Perfect. Yeah, no, so as we're coming to the end of this activity,
I'm tweaking. I'm not even watching the gameplay. I got to go back again. I'm tweaking out about Star Wars stuff now. Yeah, 5 was Anakin's one because it was the physicality one. The 4 was the 4 is the flippy one, like you had to like jump and run and shit.
We'll end it with like a big spinny move that's like
It's
very
like Yoda.
thematic. Almost kind of like how the Arc Staff has like the little hidden combo there.
And then Soresu was Obi-Wan's form. I think it was 3, the defense one. Yeah, 3. Okay, sorry, I'm
I
reading
did
chat
wanna
now
call out,
too.
We also saw the Renegade ability, the turret that we have. It is called the Piker Mortar, and it is like the strongest turret we've ever built. Like it is, it has crazy range, crazy damage, and is a really nice. You know, I'm going to throw this thing out to manage this part of the map. Yeah, while I deal with other stuff.
Perfect. Yeah, no, so as we're coming to the end of this activity, I'd love to just know kind of some of the narrative dressing. So as you're going into the Lawless Frontier, it's our activity.
Is he hitting here? Hold on.
You know,
What is that?
I'm going to throw this thing out to manage this part of the map. Yeah, while I.
What is that
while I deal with
slashy thing that he's doing with the lightsaber
Yeah, no,
after that?
so
What is
as we're
this?
coming to the end of this activity, I'd love to just know kind of some of the narrative dressing. So
Are those extra lightsaber slashes that come with a dude?
as you're going into the Lawless Frontier, it's our activity, but also kind of
Is
like
that why that sounds
the
like
feel
that? It's because he's
of
hitting with
this
extra
experience.
slashes?
And there's a turf war going on. I know Robbie in a previous stream we were talking about the turf war a bit, but Tom, if you could expand on that and how that sets up this
Damage
activity.
aura that activates?
In the
Maybe.
end game, the syndicates are in this kind of ongoing turf war across Mars.
It's pretty
Venus,
cool looking,
and
whatever it
Europa,
is.
and you can kind of take advantage of that by you know.
I like it.
Taking on their contracts that they offer and kind of winning out the day for them. But in doing so, you can extract maximum power, profits, rewards from them, and you can take anything you earn through engaging in these jobs and completing these
New
private
perk name,
contracts they
Imperial
offer. You can go
Allegiance.
back to the social space.
Pops up whenever he
You
blows
can,
something up.
They each have their own reward track.
Looks like a
the
scout rifle?
Vectors,
Yeah, it's a scout.
The Tharsis Reformation. They offer
Energy scout, too.
weapons
Nice.
to unlock, new abilities, upgrades for those abilities, some elements or mods for the Praxic Blade, and a whole bunch of
You
other,
missed one to your left. No, go back.
so you can kind of like rep your favorite syndicate on your armor, which is pretty cool. It's definitely one of with the Lawless Frontier, it's one of the most cohesive and deepest modes we've ever built. Like everything from this mode ties into the holo map, into the different mini game modes within it, into the social space. So like it's going to be exciting to see players kind of peel back all the layers and maybe get into some the darker corners like Invasion.
Yeah, and I mean, so we've progressed. We've defeated the boss that we were hunting down for our bounty hunt. And this portion of the activity is kind of emblematic of we're in a lawless frontier that's dangerous. Even after you've finished your objective, now it looks like you got to fight your way out.
Yeah, so every
So Hunter's
job
like
in
lining
Lawless
up them
Frontier, in this
headdies,
case,
bro.
bounty hunt, like it escalates over
Commentator's
time.
curse as
it
soon as I
gets
say that he
harder
missed.
The longer you're there, so there's real pressure to get in,
Oh,
do your objective.
the Rain of Fire on the
Right now we're in the
Gunpowder
exfil.
Gamble
This is the
like
final
has
moments of the
seeking
activity.
properties.
You send up a flare, you call your ship in. The Cabal are pouring down on you here. You're throwing out your renegade abilities, and you're just trying to survive until your ship gets there. In this case, each
You could say you're trying to survive until extract.
of the 3 jobs, bounty hunt, smuggle, and sabotage, have their own unique mechanic. So for bounty hunt, you have to take out these 3 mini bosses, which we call retaliators here.
Yeah, so as our fire team is fighting their way out, we actually do have a preview of a fun exotic that's coming with the reward pass in Destiny 2 Renegades. I believe we have a preview that we can share. But Bjorndal, if you could give a quick overview of our exotic machine gun.
Yeah, so this is the service of Luzaku. It's a
Oh,
very
Luzaku,
unique
she's the
machine
lady
gun.
from Final Shape, the lady
It's
Hive,
like a
Guardian.
necromancer, broodweaver theme where you turn your enemies into these little nests of threadlings that you can like shoot and then spawn more and like
Oh,
build
that's
it up
cool.
to control like a space.
Yeah,
That's
and
cool.
Threadlings just got a buff, correct?
Threadlings did get a buff. They're smarter than they were before.
Yeah, and sorry, to segue more appropriately, over the last few weeks we've been doing a series of blog articles with y'all on the Sandbox team talking about the core game updates coming to Destiny 2 available to all players. So we have a lot of quality of life changes that are coming to your supers, your subclass abilities, all that kind of stuff that we just previewed yesterday.
Yeah, that damage aura looks
one
cool
of which,
as hell.
Warlock focused was around Threadlings.
Oh,
your
so it's,
strength ability.
I just noticed, it's the damage aura making that metal pipe sound. It's not the lightsaber. Listen, watch.
That we just previewed yesterday.
Unless I'm wrong about that. Hang
Core
on.
game updates coming to Destiny 2 available to all players. So we have a lot of quality of life changes.
Yeah, it is. The lightsaber actually makes lightsaber sounds, and it's the
coming
damage
to
aura doing
your
that. That's cool.
supers, your subclass abilities, all
Okay.
that kind of stuff that we just
So I
previewed
suppose you could
yesterday.
just play without that if you
One
didn't
of
want
which,
it overlapping
Warlock
the
focus was around Threadlings, your
lightsaber
strand
sounds.
abilities.
Maybe they can make it a
Yeah,
little
if you want
weaker.
to cover that really quick.
Yeah, so you can see here the Warlock is moving while rifting.
Bungie, add a goddamn button to strip all our mods so I can rebuild sets easier. They did. It's called Destiny Item Manager. I'm being sarcastic. That should absolutely be in the game.
Which is a huge kind of quality of life upgrade that allows you to dodge attacks, get into cover, close the gap while you're casting your ability. Works really well with the new Warlock exotic as well. So there are, if you haven't seen that article we put out yesterday, please check it out. There's a lot of great buffs. We've shown hunters a lot of love. We love our hunters. We want them to feel powerful.
Yeah, we
Hunter
saw some
buffs, you
feedback
love to
with the
hear it.
Exotic tuning article. Hunters were like, "Sure, wait, I want to see more." Which in the future we will definitely have more. But
Oh yeah,
in
I
the
would
abilities
love to talk
preview,
about the future, but we can't. But because there's a lot of exciting hunter stuff that we are working on.
So with the
Hell
abilities
yeah.
updates for hunters, Golden
DJ.
Yeah, so Golden Gun got a pass, does more damage, and now scorches on impact. We fixed an issue where you had to step outside of your well to get full damage. Now you can stay in the well. Outside of that, we saw in the gameplay Gunpowder Gamble. If you throw it and you shoot it before it explodes naturally, it does more damage, more radius, and also spits out little kind of seeker projectiles.
Yeah, and as we're getting our loot, we need to cover the Titan changes for
Sentinel.
Sorry? Sentinel, yeah. The big.
Yeah, Sentinel Shield. We're excited about this one. So Sentinel Shield is getting a shift a little bit.
A bit of a rework, right?
Yeah, a bit of a rework. The usage rates weren't great, and we want to provide something that is kind of on par with well, as far as like, what am I going to take into a raid to support my team? So in Renegades, your Sentinel Shield, as you're holding it up, your allies behind your shield are going to auto reload, and they're just kind of
No way, dude. Oh, they brought back barricade reloading. They brought back OG Rallycade. Let's go, dude.
Yeah, Sentinel Shield. We're excited about this one. So Sentinel Shield is getting a shift a little bit.
A bit of a rework, right?
Yeah, a bit of a rework. The usage rates weren't great, and we want to provide something that is kind of on par with well, as far as like, what am I going to take into a raid to support my team? So
Dude.
Renegades, you're
Finally.
as you're holding it up, your allies behind your shield are going to auto reload, and there's just kind of rhythm to it. So if you can fire at the right time, you can just be like rocket, rocket, rocket. So like the actual like damage increase is big. Not only that, but as I guard my enemies,
That's actually
and
huge.
The shield takes damage. I'm charging this bar up that charges up my shield throw, and at full charge, that shield throw is going to do Thunder Crash level damage, which, depending on how players use it, maybe you can get 2 of those out of a super.
Big.
Like it's strong. And that's what we want, right? We want to
Titan boys, we eating good today, dude.
see the players. I think this era of
What they should do. Okay. Listen. I understand they're working within the bounds and the boundaries of what the game is allowed. I need them to take it one extra step, turn the shield into a hammer, and then throw the hammer. Thoughts? I know that we don't have like cross-class supers yet. Turn the shield into a hammer. Turn the shield into a hammer after you full charge it and chuck that hammer like fucking Thor, God of Thunder, bro. Please. Chat. It's just a visual change. That's all.
Destiny is like fun first.
Yeah.
We want players to have a great time and feel overpowered.
I'm gonna hold you to it. Yeah, I honestly can't wait. But yeah, so we finished our activity, our first run of the Lawless Frontier. Now we're gonna go.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We already turned the. Just make it an axe. Just make it the fucking Twilight Arsenal axe. Yes, dude. Oh, bro.
And Tom, you had mentioned invasions earlier in the stream, and this is going to be our opportunity to show a little bit of that, flavor. We're going to look at some of the UI and the.
Last time Bungie said the word invasion, it was in Halo Reach, and it was like an asymmetrical multiplayer mode. I'm interested to see what this is.
In the orbit screens and our.
John trying to give Titans charge blades. I gotta give y'all something, bro. I gotta give y'all something.
Optional.
Y'all can never be as cool as hunters, but I gotta give y'all something.
So in Invasion, like you might be familiar with Gambit. This is kind of like a new take on that kind of familiar mechanic here in Renegades, and we want players that kind of take on the role of a bounty hunter working for the syndicates, tracking down these renegades that are messing up their operations, taking out their commanders, stealing their stuff. And so you get to be kind of play on the other side here. You get to play on the opposition. So you're allied with all of the enemy combatants.
So this is the hang on. So if you go from the portal to this. Okay. Still don't like the portal, but that's okay. At least there's like an actual like map somewhere in the game.
That are,
kind of weird to make it 2 clicks, but fine.
Operations, taking out their commanders,
or 3
stealing
clicks,
their
rather.
stuff. And so you get to be kind of play on the other side here. You get to play on the opposition.
Okay,
so
I
you're
like
allied
this.
With all of the enemy combatants on the field, you can kind of wait.
What is this world? Is this Mars? This isn't Mars, right? Oh, hang on. It's Venus. Did they ever give us an in-game explanation for the planets coming back, or are they just doing it?
Here you get to play on the opposition. So you're allied with all of the enemy combatants on the field. You can kind of wade in amongst them and pick and choose the strategic moment where you want to kind of like lash out at these players and like steal their bounty.
Yeah.
And
So how do you launch into this?
so here's the holo map, just for everybody. This is kind of a standard interface for the Lawless Frontier. This is how you access the social space, all of our jobs. And then in the end game, we unlock the yellow node, which is invasion, and the red node, which is the contested territory. So we can take a look at the contested node here. This is where all like every day the syndicates are fighting over one of the maps on each of the planets, and you can kind of, as a defender, kind of throw in your pledge to the side you want to fight for. But these are also invadable nodes. So one thing I want to highlight is that invasion is opt-in. It's not a requirement. So if players don't want to deal with PvP, they can do like an expert difficulty for this, or they can just go to any of these other nodes on the map here that aren't invadable. But for the priority, the contested node on the highest difficulties, like that's where the highest rewards are. That's where the invasion is. Now on the other side, if you're an invader, You don't need to worry about the nodes. You can just go the invasion node. You need to have some death marks, which are a currency you earn by playing by just playing Lawless Frontier. You'll just accumulate them. And one interesting wrinkle here is you can actually wager those for additional rewards. So if we go to the little pane here on the side, there's these things. There's the death marks. You can interact with them two or three times to double and triple your rewards, which obviously you're taking on some risk here. If you go do an invasion and it doesn't go your way, you could lose those tokens. But
wait, whoa,
the contested. And like steal their bounty.
Yeah.
And
So how do you launch into?
Whoa, hang on. Wait. Did they take my idea from like 5 years ago and put it in the game? I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted because I'm having a conversation with someone. But
Into another. And Tom, you had mentioned invasions earlier in the stream, and this is going to be our opportunity to show a little bit of that. A little bit of that flavor. We're going to look at some of the UI in the orbit screens and our new activity type as well, right?
Yeah. So in Invasion, like you might be familiar with Gambit. This is kind of like a new take.
That's right.
On that
Gambit 2.
Kind of familiar mechanic here in Renegades, and we want players that kind of take on the role of a bounty hunter working for the syndicates, tracking down these renegades that are messing up their operations, taking out their commanders, stealing their stuff, and so you get to kind of play on the other side.
Please,
With
dude.
all of the enemy combatants on the field, you can kind of wade in amongst them and pick and choose the strategic moment where you want to kind of like lash out at these players and like steal their bounty.
Yeah.
And
So how do you
The idea that I had a few years ago is that you would wager currency or gear in Gambit against other players, and if you win, you take their shit, and if you lose your shit. It looks like by with a small obfuscation of currency, that's what they're doing here.
kind of wade in amongst them and pick and choose the strategic moment where you want to kind of like lash out at these players and like steal their bounty.
Yeah.
And
So how do you launch into this?
so here's the holo map, just for everybody. This is kind of a standard interface for the Lawless
Hunt
Frontier.
down other guardians on the Lawless Frontier. Sorry, I just had to celebrate one more time. I guess they saw Arc Raiders, and no, I'm just kidding. They obviously had this in development for a lot longer than that. It'll be interesting to see how this maybe preps people for Marathon, since that Marathon's an extraction looter shooter.
This is how you access the social space, all of our jobs,
Steal people's shit.
and then in the end game we unlock the yellow node, which is invasion, and the red node, which is the contested territory. So we can take a look at the contested node here. This is where all every day the syndicates are fighting over one of the maps on each of the planets, and you can kind of, as a defender, kind of throw in your pledge to the side you want to fight for. But these are also invadable nodes. So one thing I want to highlight is that invasion is opt-in. It's not a requirement. So if players don't.
Okay, so this is for the little PP baby PvE Peters that don't want to ever play PvP. Nothing against them. I cannot stand some of the mentality that some people have. Obviously PvP in this game is cooked because of the balancing issues, but some people, when I hear people complain about PvP and Arc Raiders, it's just like, bro, it's the entire point of the game. Like, you signed up for a social experiment. I don't know what you want from me. Yeah, no, not. I'm not. Okay.
Want to deal with PvP?
Okay, ranch catching a random stray on a Monday afternoon. My fault. My bad.
Difficulty for this, or they can just go.
I'll
to
hold
any
my
of the other
tongue for
nodes on
now.
the map here that aren't invadable, but for the priority, the contested node on the highest difficulties, that's where the highest rewards are. That's where the invasion is. Now, on the other side, if you're an invader, you don't need to worry about the nodes. You can just go the invasion node.
Bro, it's too. Oh. Anyway, gotta go.
Which are a currency you earn by playing by just playing Lawless Frontier, you'll just accumulate them. And one interesting wrinkle here is you can actually wager those for additional rewards. So if we go to the little pane here on the side, there's these things. There's the death marks. You can interact with them.
Wager. Ah, this is what I wanted.
2 or 3 times to double and triple your rewards, which obviously you're taking on some risk here. If you go do an invasion and it doesn't go your way,
Chat.
You could lose.
Chat, it is going to be smooth sailing. The best days of Destiny are right ahead of us.
The risk here, if you times to double.
The syndicates will on occasion need a malefactor taken out. This mark lists potential targets for elimination, required to engage in an invasion. Wager more death marks to increase your rewards on a successful invasion. Fail the wager, waste the death mark. I literally asked for this 5 years ago for Gambit as a rework to Gambit. I need them to put this in Gambit. I need them to, when Renegades is like no longer current content in a year and a half's time, I need them to take this idea, expound upon it, and add this and space combat to Gambit. And that is how I will win again. Chat, as you can see, I always win. I have had, you can go back and watch old streams. I have this on video, me talking about this exact wager concept. This is something that I've been wanting since Destiny 1 because they talked about it in Destiny 1 in the Vidocs. You can go back and watch. I'm interested in what it looks like because I'm running an invadable node. Do I get a versus non-invadable? Oh, yeah, gotcha. I'm interested to see that too.
And triple your rewards, which obviously you're taking on some risk here. If you go do an invasion and it doesn't go your way,
I would imagine that they drop higher tiers and more guns, like more drops and higher tier. Because remember, the tier system is still in the game and they're expanding on it in this. So I would imagine the more death marks you wager, the higher tier you're guaranteed, right? Because obviously like the perks are still random, but like you're guaranteed a higher tier of loot.
Those tokens, but
which also means that you have much better odds of god roll because you're getting multiple pulls at perks, et cetera, et cetera.
A lot of players are going to want to do this because they can just get triple rewards on each invasion.
Triple rewards, that's pretty big.
And on the other
so
side,
you can use 3 wagers, you can use 3 death marks at a time.
People being invaded,
so you already know we're max wagering every time. We're all in. We're always all in.
You're going to get more time on the clock. You're going to get some revives back. And every time you kill an invader, they have the chance to drop extractables, which are rewards you can dump.
Extractables, extraction shooter. Sorry, I bumped the mic again. My big ass mouth is getting on the thing. If an invader is running at me with his death mark 3 and he gets crazy loot of his win, what do I get if he fails? Just slightly better than baby mode. I would assume you get his shit. I think they're explaining it right now. Hang on.
If you go do an invasion and it doesn't go your way, you could lose those tokens, but I think a lot of players are going to want to do this because they can just get triple rewards on each invasion, which is really exciting. And on the other side, for people being invaded,
here we go.
If you take the invader down, you're going to get more time on the clock. You're going to get some revives back. And every time you kill an invader, they have the chance to drop extractables, which are rewards you can dunk at the end of the activity to get bonus.
Oh, so you get more drops the more invaders you kill too. So like if somebody comes in and you fuck them up, you get more stuff and you get more time on the map to fuck around. Okay. I like that.
Yeah, stellar. So
and you get more drops at the end of the activity. Okay. And I imagine unless they use up all of your revives, it's not like a true extraction shooter situation where you die and you're gone. Because you get that extra time on the clock if you kill them. You get more revives back if you kill them. And I assume if you're not out of revives, then when the invader leaves, you can still go about your business and go dunk. So like you have a chance. It's not like a insta kill, like you are cooked. You will never be able to run this instance of the map again and you're doomed and you lost all your like chance to get a drop. yeah, Arc Raiders definitely has like a very similar methodology in the sense that like you have an easy way to basically have no risk, high reward rounds every single round, which I think they might need to address that. I do think that Scav Raiders are, I think that like for example, like right now Stellamontis is just free kit city because there's literally no downside. You just roll the dice. If you get a Pharaoh, you're fucked. If you get a Rattler, you're kind of fucked. If you get a Pharaoh, you're kind of fucked. If you get a Rattler, you're fucked. And if you get a Stitcher, you can like kill somebody and take their shit. So it's like it's very like imbalanced right now. Obviously, if you're like good at the game, if you're good enough at Arc Raiders, where you can make benefit of the fact that you have better gear than say a Scav, like you have higher tier shields, you have harder hitting weapons, faster firing weapons, then yeah, like obviously if you kill a guy and take his fucking level 4 Toro, he deserved that shit. Like that's just the way it goes. But I do think that like, cause like I've loaded into, and I do think there's probably some degree of gear based matchmaking going on in that game, because I swear to God, every time I load into a Stellamontis run with a random like a free kit, it is like Poverty City. Everybody's running a free kit, everybody's out of heals, et cetera, et cetera.
Our invader launched in here. We'll go back to our gameplay team.
Yep.
But while we're loading in, let's talk about what is the actual like kind of approach to invasions. What are the objectives?
Then again, like Arc Raiders is also trying to do something very casual. Destiny is also very casual experience, but I would say Arc Raiders is honestly like it's obviously the most it is the most casual extraction shooter out right now.
Seeking out Guardians and destroying them.
And it's probably going to stay that way when Marathon drops, if I'm being honest with you guys.
So as an invader, you're going to start in the ready room, which we're going to show in a minute here. You're going to pick your loadout, like what's the right Renegade abilities to bring in. And we've seen in playtest, there's like a lot of different fun combos here. Like, are you going to bring in the deflector shield? And then like the other teams.
I ran into so if you're in a duo, that changes. I'm talking about solo runs. Like obviously in a duo, the variables change completely, because the second you're with another player, you're in a party matchmaking environment. So if one of you is on a kit and one of you is on a free kit, that is already going to affect the dynamic. Or if you're both on a free kit, even like it'll still affect it, because you're going to get matched with players that are geared. Like you get matched with players that are geared on Scav kits. It's just, I feel like what has happened with Stellamontis in particular is people have realized the map itself has Gucci loot. So there's not really a lot of sense in bringing in Gucci loot, because you can just bring a free kit. If you get lucky, you get out with buku money, you get big money, you get big gear, and you can gear up easily from that. And if you die, you lost a free kit. So what?
Gonna drop one, and then you're fighting on the Venn diagram of the deflector shields, or are you gonna just be a little more brute force and drop a behemoth and like kind of like
anyway, back to Destiny.
It's pretty hard to be sneaky in a giant walker, but you want to really pick those moments as the invader, because your goal here is to get 6 kills or 3 kills and 3 crests. Like you've got 6 points you need to get. You've got about 5 minutes to do it. You've got 3 lives. You've got just enough time to really kind of like get in there, see where they are, kind of like rotate around, and then do a surgical strike, and then try to get them all in one go. And if you're lucky, you can do that, but you've got a few chances. And on the other side, they're going to know you're there. They're going to see that there's an advantage.
Yeah,
see where they are. You've got you get.
Okay, hang on.
Get 6 kills. To be sneaky in a giant walker. But
wait. Did they say you could? Wait a minute. Timeout. Did I hear that right?
Which are rewards you can dunk at the end of the activity to get bonus armor.
I'm gonna rewatch this. I don't think I'm processing. I actually don't think that I'm processing this correctly. It sounds like they're making an actual fucking video game.
So let's get our invader launched in here. We'll go back to our gameplay team.
Yep.
But while we're loading in, let's talk about what is the actual like kind of approach to invasions. What are the objectives aside from seeking out Guardians and destroying them?
Yeah. So as an invader, you're gonna start in the ready room, which we're gonna show in a minute here. You're gonna pick your loadout, like what's the right Renegade abilities to bring in. And we've seen in playtest, there's like a lot of different fun combos here. Like, are you gonna bring in the deflector shield, and then like the other team's gonna drop one, and then you're fighting on the Venn diagram.
Wait a minute. Oh, I accidentally.
This is Destiny with the Star Wars lens.
I accidentally screwed that up. We'll go back to the. Oh, I guess we went.
Seeking out Guardians and destroying them.
Wait. I don't understand.
Play team.
Yep.
You can, so like you have the renegade. Oh, you can bring in the renegade abilities, which means you can bring in a walker as an invader and just, oh, dude, what do you mean? Where was this Bungie 5 years ago? Where were you?
But while we're loading in, let's talk about what is the actual like kind of approach to invasions. What are the
So as an invader, you're gonna start in the ready room, which we're gonna show in a minute here. You're gonna pick your loadout. Like
This, by the way, chat, this is how you do content rehashing correctly, because the walker is just the mech from the heavy metal event, but reskinned for Star Wars and used in a totally different context.
what's the right renegade abilities to bring in, and we've seen in playtest there's like a lot of different fun combos here. Like, are you gonna bring in the deflector shield, and then like the other team's gonna drop one, and then you're fighting on the Venn diagram of the deflector shields, or are you gonna just be a little more brute force and drop a behemoth and like kind of like but try to be sneaky about it? And that's pretty hard to be sneaky in a giant walker, but you want to really
I've
pick
been
those
waiting,
moments as the invader,
guys.
'cause
You guys do not understand how I have prayed for times like this. You don't.
Your goal
Watch
here
this. Let's watch
is
this.
to get 6 kills or 3 kills and 3 caress. Like, you've got 6 points you need to get. You've got about 5 minutes to do it. You've got 3 lives. You've got just enough time to really kind of like get in there, see where they are, kind of like rotate around, and then do a surgical strike, and then try to get them all in one go. And if you're lucky, you can do that, but you've got a few chances. And on the other side, they're going to know you're there. They're going to see that there's an invader on the field. And
The colony will also be a funny choice for invaders
on their side.
and for
They don't
invadees.
know when in the activity it's going to happen, right? So it could happen early on, it could happen later.
Yep.
But it only happens once per
Only
activity.
once.
Yeah, gotcha.
Cool. And then one of the fun dynamics here too is playing the waiting game. You can instill a little bit of anxiety in that team you're invading.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to hop in immediately and go guns blazing. You can wait until they're at a pivotal moment where they're like, "Where's this guy?
Yeah,
What's
wait
going to
until they
happen?"
fight the boss.
It's been 3 minutes. Where are
Wait until someone breaks off to go find a chest.
Yeah. Oh man. So in terms of balancing as well, are there any like extra abilities or things that invaders are going to have at their disposal, or is it just a match of the renegade abilities?
It's mostly renegade abilities, though. Invaders will have, some amount of super, no heavy, and when they come in, we do highlight the PvE, the defender players, just so like they have a little bit of an idea where to go, and they can use that knowledge to kind of plan.
That makes sense. An initial ping is fine. Yeah.
Act as you've been going through this in the different cycles. In Gambit, like we juice that invader because it's a 1v4. In this, because you have the chaos of the lawless frontier and all that kind of stuff. Like you want it to be tilted a little bit because it's 1v3, but also you want to make sure if players are opting into this, they still have a fighting chance.
Yeah.
So.
And there's also the element of the non-regenerating health, which is a larger health pool, right? We've tuned it so it's more or less the same TTKs or time to kills as you have in Crucible, but players don't regenerate
The
health.
1v3 is going to go crazy.
Into account when you are, when you're.
There's some attrition that can happen, like for the invader, where they can kind of wear people down if they're not paying attention.
We have our invader in their ready room. Let's talk about
Ooh.
their Shank buddy here.
Yeah, here's our little Shank buddy. You want to speak to any of these abilities there?
Yeah, so we have 9 renegade abilities here.
Utility shank that heals and provides energy. Okay, so you can get a heal drone from Risk of Rain.
Huge shout out to
It's not Crucible TTK. It's probably going to be longer.
Cat Sayers and the rest of.
Or did they say that it was Crucible TTK?
The same TTKs or time. It's a larger health pool, right? We've tuned it so it's.
Oh, it
more
is,
or
okay.
less, the same TTKs
Okay.
or time to kills as you have in Crucible.
That'll be interesting because the TTK with bigger map and slower healing. Interesting.
Players don't regenerate health, so you kind of have to take that into account when you are.
But then again, also if you get team shot, if you get turned on, then like you are in big trouble if you get hit like to half. Because if it's the slow regen or the no regen with Crucible TTKs, that's a problem.
Yeah, when you're.
There's some attrition that can happen.
That guy's lightsaber did not match his subclass, so the swords themselves are just different elements. The sword, the color and the element, are fully customizable, independent. Yeah,
Like for the invader,
just
where
be
they
better. I mean, obviously, that's what I'm gonna do. But
pull down if they're not paying attention.
We have our
also,
invader in
but
their
see, that also means that bringing in a snipe could be very valuable because you can get a pick from a distance. Like if you can hit your heads, you just, you take one out right away. and then it's suddenly a much more symmetrical engagement.
Ready room. Let's talk about their shank buddy here.
Yeah, here's our little shank buddy. You want to speak to any of these?
Or
abilities
like
there?
bring in a linear fusion or something. Or like oh, you know what would probably be quite good here? I don't think Cloud Strike will be too much of a problem on here because of how big the map is. Like if you're bunched up on a if you're bunched up in a room this big, you deserve it. You deserve everything that's about to happen to you. Like look at the size of this space. If you're bunched up in here, you deserve it. Truth would probably be pretty good here, although Truth has been nerfed to hell and back. I don't even think a single rocket can kill in one hit anymore. I think like Finality's Augur would be pretty good here. Finality's Augur would be really good here because you throw the turret up and then all of a sudden they have to deal with the turret shooting them at the same time as you're shooting them. That would be good.
Because it's a 1v4. Yeah.
Wait till they go. Yeah. If they go to grab loot, if they go to grab a resource, if they go to dunk something, all good opportunities.
Because you have the chaos of.
And yeah, you can make sword, glaive, and crossbow. Yes.
Like
Oh, I bet the Wookiee crossbow would be really good here. Yeah.
You want it to be tilted a little bit because it's 1v3.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure.
And also, like, I would assume, I'm not sure if this is right. I would assume that the PvE enemies, like the Vex, would also shoot at you. So you probably need some way to deal with those too.
Into this, they still have a fighting chance.
Yeah.
And there's also the element.
That might be wrong though, that because these looks like faction-based Vex. So maybe if you're going in on behalf of that faction, they're like friendly.
So it's
Can you do triple sword now? No, because the 2 swords you would do it with are exotic. Unfortunately, you would need a legendary special weapon sword or a legendary primary weapon sword to do triple sword. Because you could do like half truths, ergo sum, and have 2. But the Praxic Blade is also exotic, so... Or, am I lying about that? I actually don't know. I'm pretty sure it is.
more or less the same TTKs or time to kills as you have in Crucible, but players don't regenerate health, so you kind of have to take that into account when you are, when you're.
There's some attrition that can happen, like for the invader, where they can kind of wear people down if they're not paying attention.
We have our invader in their ready room. Let's talk about their.
The lightsaber, don't use the weird little. Yeah, fair enough. The lightsaber.
Yeah, here's our little shank buddy. You want to speak to any of these abilities there?
Yeah, so we have 9 renegade abilities here. Huge shout out to Cat Sayer.
Recon Shank, reveal location of hostiles, high value targets, objects of interest. That's kind of useful.
And the rest of the
reveals key card doors. There's key card doors, bro.
Tech design.
Strafing run calls down an airstrike from your ship that damages and scorches hostiles and objects in the target area. Oh, I'm going to call for my beautiful wife again. Hang on, chat. This actually does look fucked up. It's fucked up how sick this looks, yeah.
Team for all their work on these.
Drop pod, modified pod, slams in the ground, damaging combatants, weapon ammo. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like right now we got
Behemoth, that's the Walker.
Nate picking the Imperium Behemoth.
Mortar, okay, those are homing missiles.
And the drop pod, but yeah.
Falcon attack vehicle? Wait, there's just a
Now we got Nate picking the Imperium Behemoth and the drop pod.
Okay, so that's a new vehicle.
Yeah, there's a variety of ones to choose.
Probably run invadables. I mean, like, yeah, like you could like, and the thing is, like, obviously, if you want to play with your boys, you got to kind of load in as the invadables. So like, it could be a fun game of cat and mouse then, but you guys become 3 cats if you're with your like party in Discord, you know? Because it's like a coordinated team with comms is going to have the edge on a single invader. I don't care what they give them. It's 3 guns versus 1, dude. Like, unless you're like absolute cheeks at the game, it's going to be tilted in their favor.
We have 3 different vehicles, and each of those vehicles have different.
Whoa! Stop playing with me. Stop playing.
To choose from.
Dome absorbs incoming fire. Okay, so that's the deflector shield.
We have 3 different.
That's the stun field.
Vehicles, and each of those vehicles have different upgrades with different functionality.
Yeah, and the Behemoth has like 3 or 4 versions of it too.
Yeah, there's like missiles and.
Okay, so you get your super. Okay, so you get your super on invade. Good.
Everything is so good. Okay, so our invader has started. It looks like moving toward our targets and preparing to throw that coin. So
It's not a specific invade. Like, you can't tell if this is a warlock, a hunter, or a titan here. It's the one-eyed mask / foe tracer radar ping. That's good. That's good. That's good.
you can see there they clicked that right stick, and that is going to.
I wish the matchmaking system creator in Halo understood. Yeah. Ain't that the truth?
Ready the ability, they then
Okay.
throw the ability and just drop.
Okay, so he gets free heavy, and his free heavy gives him a heavy snipe. Oh, and he's running a special sword. He's running the lightsaber.
So,
Okay.
Need some heavy ammo to go into battle.
And he knows they're in this direction, but not exactly where they're at.
Before the stream, we were talking about like.
So he could get like a radar ping like right around this corner if they went this way, and then all of a sudden the fight changes.
The size of the maps and how, as an invader, like the first few runs, you might feel maybe a little lost because there's a lot of space to cover. But as you get more acquainted with Europa or Venus or Mars,
Okay, so he's
you
gonna
can find better
super
paths
one right
to
off rip,
combat, right?
get that guy out of the way.
Bigger maps, so you built they're more comparable. to
Drop a
like our larger
ball.
public
So
spaces
okay,
that
so
we
this
built
smart.
in
Immediately
Destiny.
take one
And
out.
again, there's 6 of them, and like there's any number.
Get some
of
more
arenas
heavy.
these PVE players can be in that you're going to be.
Oh, and it's yeah, that's what happens. See, that's exactly what I expect there. Like, these motherfuckers can just save their super, and then it's 3 supers versus 1. It's very much a challenge to play that. What I might have done is maybe line up a shot with your heavy, your free heavy that you just got, kill one, and then T-crash another, and then you have to win the 1v1. Maybe that works, but I mean, if that guy's got super, you're still in trouble.
So our invader just wiped one out with the thunder crash and tried to hide and throw.
Okay, so how many spawns? You get 3. Okay, so you get 3 chances. Or 4 chances. Roland killed Oryx? Hell yeah. Marathon reference.
For the
Okay.
Yeah, or the Imperium.
You get a ping on spawn, but you don't get your super back, but you keep your ammo. So he still has his heavy. He got a kill.
Behemoth, as we call it, but then got needle stormed.
So this is kind of like a almost like a victimless crime type situation, because all he does at the max, assuming that you only get 3 chances, or you can only kill them 3 times. Oh, 6 kills. Okay, 6 kills or 3 plus a quest pickup. So theoretically, the worst possible thing an invader can do to you is eat 6 of your revives. That's it. So that is actually a very low impact situation, unless you're like burning through revives super fast. I really like that. I really, really, really like the end. Like, that is tuned to give a chase and give an idea of a chase that has impact, while also not making it a run killer. If you somehow don't kill the invader before they kill you 6 times, like, I'm sorry, you deserve it. You do. You deserve to get got. If you can't kill a guy 4 times before he kills your entire team twice, you're bad.
Right before they could jump into it. That was incredible.
So that's one of those strategic
Interesting.
moments of like,
Interesting.
how do I put the chess pieces down? How do I approach this and all
that was interesting.
So they supered them out of being able to get into the mech.
Because they invalidated that beacon, right?
Yeah.
Before they could use it, so timing was impeccable.
Oh man,
That was really good. So we still have a Goldie for him to deal with.
Size of the maps.
Goldie's going to go insane. Goldie's going to be insane. Goldie's going to be as strong as it was in the Law of the Jungle trailer on this map, for sure.
In rewards,
Because like the second this guy comes through the door, oh, see, now you goofed, so you burnt, you wasted it, you're full.
Like a cap, is it double the amount of rewards, or do you have?
It goes up to triple, so each additional death mark you put down is.
All right, so he's trying to drop the mech this time.
Oh, here we go.
He's actually in this time.
Jumping in. We're already taking a lot of damage.
And the more.
I don't know if he's gonna do it. Oh, he bailed. Oh.
Got one.
Who got who?
Oh, we had so many conversations leading into this.
Okay,
Like,
so they
hey, we need to make
T-crashed.
Sure Nate, hold back a little bit, and now I think one of our gameplay folks is just like, oh, Nate, you're mine.
Deleted.
Yeah.
No, going back to rewards, the better you do as an invader, the more rewards you're going to get. So each kill, each crest you put.
So the mech is very focusable if you just burn it down. Good to know.
By your wager.
It seems like it could be used though if they might maybe use it better. Maybe this Oryx guy is not a PvP main.
3 lives, and then you can see up at the top of the screen it says invader present still. So they're.
Oh, he's coming back for revenge. And it's immediately shut down.
Shut down.
Yeah, you got to play it smarter than this. You can't be just running in like a buffoon.
with the 3
You have 20 minutes too, so like.
with the 3 coin wager too, or the 3 death mark wager.
He made a little bit there.
Good job.
So that's the. I'm gonna put a little elbow in the ribs. The gambit you're taking. Ha 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 ha. So, all right, we've gone through some
Invaders, I think. Don't think. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. You're right. You're right.
Stuff. I would love to shift focus a little bit to our general rewards update. So in the portal, in a bunch of different activities, we're going to have some new weapons that we're offering. We also
That's a
have
Lenovo
an
X1.
armor refresh for
I
a
want
bunch
one of
our
those.
activities. And Bjorn, I'm going to put the spotlight on you. So starting with our Vanguard Ops sort of armor set, this is going to be earned through Solo Ops, Fireteam Ops, and our new Arena Ops activity, which is bringing back 6-player activities to our portal, which is really exciting. It's going to be kind of like your militaristic, hey, I'm a grunt. I'm getting in there. I'm fighting the dark forces. The weapons, Bjorndal, up front, we have a new pulse rifle. What do we got?
Yeah, it's a new arc rocket frame pulse rifle. So you have an energy slot option now to go with your mid-range grade. A lot of excellent perks on here. I know a lot of people love the arc perks on weapons, and now you'll have it on a rocket pulse.
Mm-hmm. And then we have a fusion rifle and a sidearm.
Yep.
Correct? Cool. And then we do have some weapons that we're not showing in this stream, so stay tuned for launch. But next up, we're going to have our Pinnacle Ops. So in our previous season, it was a kind of streetwear samurai, and this armor theme is
Kendo.
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 We have
Oh
two
my
returning
goodness! Look at
weapons that I know players have been pretty excited about seeing in the past. Some new
The
perk
pants are kind of
combinations, but
more
also a new
interesting
heavy
too.
crossbow.
Yeah, so this is a new Void crossbow to kind of fill out our elements for the crossbow now, and I think this one can get box breathing, which is new. Should be pretty good for what crossbows do.
Oh boy! So box breathing, aim down sight, get extra damage, and then run up to the enemy. Box breathing doesn't apply to Serrated Edge, but you pull the bolt back out and do some more damage. That'll be a fun loot. Next up, Crucible. So this armor set is actually pretty fun. Over the years, we've done thematic sets tied to weapon foundries. So in the past, you've seen Hake.
That's a
you've
Suros
seen
set.
Technicanica, and now Suros is up to bat for the Crucible, and Shax is going to be
I
handing
like
these
the
out.
Titan fit.
We also have some weapons up to
The shoulders look sick. Oh man, look at this. Once again, this feels like a little bit of a marathon style influence with the whole like sponsor faction type thing. Very clean aesthetic type look.
Fusion Rifle is a returning favorite, I believe.
Yep. Yeah, Riptide's coming back. We have a new
Full
aggressive
NASCAR fit. Yeah, like a logo on every piece type thing.
cannon and a high impact machine gun.
Awesome. And then let's see, last but not least, Trials of Osiris. So another offering for our PvP audience. A few eagle-eyed players may have seen this armor set yesterday.
Void hand cannon and a high
Oh, that is Riptide, yeah.
machine gun.
Awesome. And then
Void
Rifle is a returning favorite, I believe.
Yep.
He's out. We also have
New-
some weapons up to slate.
new perk
Fusion
list,
Rifle is
probably.
a returning favorite, I believe.
Yep. Yeah, Riptide's coming back. We have a new aggressive Void hand cannon and a high impact machine gun.
Awesome. And then let's see, last but not least, Trials of Osiris. So another offering for our PvP audience. A few eagle-eyed players may have seen this armor set yesterday. A little sneak preview, totally planned. But yeah, we have a new armor set for each class, and as you can see, coming back with the glows. So as you get more wins on your card, you can.
Oh, the
unlock
leopard
gold
print.
or red
I'm a pimp named Slickback. Yes, you have to say the whole thing. Yes, every time.
or blue. And then we have some new weapons that are coming as well.
Yeah, like this lightweight Void pulse rifle with your favorite model.
Those look
I
cool.
admit, since the set
Still watching this? Yeah, it's been like 3 hours. I've been pulling it. Your name's Slickback.
came out,
A pimp
on the
named
Paris,
Slickback.
all the crufty bits on it, cleaning it up, having sorry, what frame type did you say?
Lightweight.
Lightweight. Chef's kiss. I cannot wait. And then I believe also we have a preview of a hand cannon. Now, one of our folks on the gameplay team over here was whispering in my ear, day by day, night by night, that these rolls are going to be a bit juiced, right?
Yes. Yeah. This
That
is,
hand cannon looks crazy.
Pretty juiced hand cannon. It's got perks for both PvE, PvP. It's a strand 140. You can get stuff like Lone Wolf precision instrument or slice explosive payload. So you have a lot of options to pick for both PvE and PvP.
Awesome. Yeah, and across all of our activity types, we're we're trying to sprinkle out some things that players will get excited about, not just, oh, I'm going to go into PvE to get the PvE gun. Like, there are some PvP roles out there that you can get from your Fireteam ops. There's some PvE roles that you can get from trials. And that doesn't even cover what we have coming in the dungeon too. Before we do a little dungeon teaser, I do have a quick announcement as well as we're rolling through the list. We have an open access week that's coming on December 2nd. So for any folks out there that haven't played The Edge of Fate, that is actually going to be included in this open access
Interesting.
week. So
Interesting.
if your friends haven't played, if you haven't played, hop in, check out the beginning of our new saga, and earn some cool loot on the way. It's available to all players for that week, and it also includes some previous content as well, campaign and other. So let's see here. Dungeon. We want to talk about the dungeon. So Equilibrium. This is going to be our new dungeon. The race begins on December 13th at 10 a.m.
We will be there. Let's get the team. Let's get the team going. We're in there.
We've already announced the time, but if you haven't penned it in, if you haven't gotten your fire team together, get ready for contest mode. For those that don't know what contest mode is,
we will
on
be
day
there.
one, right at launch, this is going to be a very difficult difficulty tuned for competition. So if you want to go and try to be the world's first completion, this is your place to shine. And if you win world first, we have a cool trophy or some goodies for you. So contest mode is going to be available for the first 2 days, 48 hours of the dungeon availability. You can earn a really spicy emblem and some cool stuff as you go through that. And after World First has been declared, we will also have normal mode. So if you want to give a pass on some of that harder difficulty content, you just want to dive in and see what's on offer, that'll be there for you. Before we move on, we actually have a fun trailer to show. We can go ahead and roll it.
All right, give me the juice. Oh, this is this. Cool. You will be there. I will be doing literally anything else. You'll be in chat. I'll see you. I'll see you around.
Violence is yours. You know what comes next. Give me strength.
I don't know, man. The Darksaber, if the Darksaber ornament is a reward from the dungeon, or if there's another lightsaber, fellas, we're there. They did say there are weapons they haven't shown us, and we haven't seen the dungeon exotic. What is that ship? Is that the hull? No, that's not. Oh, no, maybe it is, actually. It might be.
Welcome back. So watching that trailer, I just realized we actually missed something with Invasions. We were talking about the Praxic Blade and
Dual saber, bro. Oh, please.
There are different saber colors, correct?
Yeah, there's a wide variety of classic colors that I think players are going to have fun chasing down throughout.
Yeah, they got me.
And maybe
They got me.
Awesome. Yeah.
They got me red.
We showed it on the screen. Red, Invasions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, okay, moving right along, ending out our show, we're going to be covering what is going on through the end of the year. So during the launch window, we'll have some really cool things coming around. Vanguard orders are coming in week 2. And then after that, we're going to have the Dawning returning. So this is our winter celebration.
Yeah, my
Play some
favorite.
activities, get some fun rewards, and bake cookies for their favorite vendors in our tower. So Tom, just a really brief description for folks that may not know what the Dawning is.
MLG tourney for a
Dawning,
subathon. Yeah, it's coming.
Our enemies, you collect them as ingredients, and then you bake them into delicious treats you feed to your friends in the tower, like Zavala, and he's just got thousands of Galar-doodles.
I like the
down
kit.
him, and he gives you a gift in return.
Oh, there's a little rocket
which could
cider
be,
on the left
you know,
there.
a
Probably
spicy
stasis.
weapon roll, or you might maybe get some bright
Wolf
dust.
masks.
Some
I like the
pursuits to get
armor.
This totally cool winter wolf armor.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Drifter is outside, like, ooh, you're putting enemies.
I can be a wolf furry in Destiny 2. Let's go. I mean, this is like the third wolf furry set they've added, so I guess you have variety now.
Right. The Winter Wolf set, this is going to be available for Bright Dust just by playing the game, or if you want to snag it
It's
from
not bad,
the
yeah.
stores for silver, go right on ahead. But also on top of this cosmetic, we have new weapons that are going to be a part of the Dawning.
Yeah, so we have a burst linear fusion rifle,
I hope they bring back
quick returning
Avalanche.
launcher, and a precision sidearm. And then also with this excellent new
Exactly right. Exactly.
It's like covered in ice, and then as you fire, it'll slowly melt away the ice. That's cool.
Oh, perfect. All right. Oh, and sorry, I have one correction being whispered in my ear. Dungeon race starts at 9 a.m. Daylight savings time strikes again.
Gets us every time.
Every
9
time.
a.m.
All right.
They're gonna kill me.
With that dawning preview over, we are at the end of our show. Thank you so much to everybody for joining us today. As I said earlier, it has been a monumental effort. A ton of folks throughout the team have been crafting this experience, collaborating with Lucasfilm Games, and really just making something for you, our players. And we really,
chat,
really hope
chat,
you
we're
enjoy
back.
it. So thank you for
It's like
coming.
12.
We're
Yeah.
Kick it back to our launch trailer here in case you missed it at the top. And again, if you missed the Vidoc launch trailer, check out our YouTube. And after this, stick around. We're going to be handing it off to one of our community members, Leopard Stealth, a friend to us for many ages, a guardian of all time. But also, I don't believe he existed before 2004, I've been told. So, 04 or bust. Thanks again, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, we're back. We're back. New PvP mode, new PvE mode, new maps, new story, new guns.
The time of Guardians is
Yeah, no, we're in there.
over.
What about Gambit? It's the they're doing Gambit too, so
I've been waiting so long for this. Dredge and hope.
They've shown me a vision I can't shake.
what power start at for Renegades? I have no idea. I think that they're not doing a they said they're not doing a power reset though.
Across the system. That doesn't just happen. It's the 9. And I'm putting together a crew to prove it. What do you say, weapon?
Welcome to the new Mars. Now the only law on Tharsis is the gun on your hip and the light in your hands. You'll do well here. I don't relish doing business with these leeches. But we need to find out what the Dredgen are after.
I'm pretty sure we get well because remember, if you have one buddy that grinds up their power, it pulls you up to their level still. That's a universal mechanic in the game still. So if I grind, then you guys don't have to. And I will be playing some Destiny this weekend, so.
Justice. Why die for a criminal?
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a catch-up chest too, so we're Gucci. We're Gucci.
Why do you hate your own kind so much?
It's time to take the fight to the Imperium.
Campaign carry. I don't know if I'll be having time to run the campaign more than once, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Finish it. The Imperium is yours to lead. You will fall. The next time we meet.
Only one play left.
Heavy slot sidearm and it's the actual CE Magnum. Oh, I wonder if there was any emblem we could have gotten by watching the stream live. Oh well. Okay, whatever. Anyway, that was everything we just watched. We watched the Vidoc, the trailer, the release trailer, and the developer live stream. I'm actually quite excited to hop back into Destiny. That looked really, really fun. I just realized I probably missed the entire event, so I'm going to go check on that real quick. I'm going to boot up the game for the first time since November 7th, and we'll take a look inside there and see what the dealio is. Chat, I'm going to run a quick ad, and when I get back... yeah, that's Alex Lee, by the way, DJ, the voice of Sun Jin Woo and Daredevil. But I'm going to run a quick ad. When we get back, we'll take a look at the state of the game. I'm probably going to end stream soon, chat, so don't wait up if you got something to do. But I'll be right back. go. I thought that was my phone alarm going off for a second. Oh, hey, we're rocking Little Guy for today. Oh, I think my Discord died. Shit. Did. Hello, guys.
Hey, John.
I was wondering why I wasn't hearing anybody or anything. It was strange.
Because you're not, socializing. Come on.
I was in here to talk to.
No, you weren't.
Ooh, I'm gonna throw.
How
I'm.
often do you crash?
Look,
You
man, hold
literally
hold
just
me
joined.
now. I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet
Okay.
ain't so far down.
Okay, bye. Was not a normal goalie shot. I mean, that's just Gary playing as Gary. It's over.
What's your plan today, John?
We are gonna. Oh, my wife is.
Eric,
ask-
jump, you coward! You won't.
Miko will be in the Fortnite event defending the island with Godzilla, TMNT, Homer. Nice. All right, chat. It's your boy John Destiny. We're back at it again. Celebration
Dude, that
week.
trailer looked so
has-
good.
Oh, okay. So I never did the call. I didn't do the call to arms, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I'll
I
have to
did
get it
today.
yesterday. Yeah, I'll have to get it the next time I come around. Well, I got an emblem though. Hold up, wait a minute. I got an emblem for
You probably
clearing.
did a thing.
Yeah, I cleared Epic Desert Perpetual. Gave me a thing.
Oh.
All right. Yeah. Apparently, I got a Root of Nightmares Triumph too. What the? Oh, I got all the guns. I got all the crafted patterns from Root of Nighties. Guardians and Clash. Okay, so we have a lot of weeks of stuff to catch up on here, chat, for playing the game. We'll see what we can do. Low power, you fell off, Jay. Is this low now? Is 500 the cap?
At 550.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I see you. That's a pretty
What'd
sick
you think
emblem,
of the
actually. I'm not
trailer,
gonna
John?
lie. Oh, we're back. I said it like 10 minutes into the stream starting. I was like, okay, if I see them do a fusion of Star Wars and Destiny music on the screen, we are in
Oh,
fact
dude,
back.
the music
Dude,
was just.
I had to pause like 5 times just to be like,
I know.
do you guys have your volume
Bingus-
turned up right now?
Bingus
You're
was
hearing
like,
this, right?
He keeps pausing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what a React stream is. You watch some of the content, then you say things about it. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be like one of those like Hassan style reactors where I get up and go get food in the middle of the stream, and just let the thing run and basically steal somebody's content. I think that yeah, even for like what is essentially a commercial, I think that's kind of like unethical. It's essentially just a restream with no. Where the heck is this emblem, dude? Where's my collections, right? Flare, emblems, seasonal account. Is it a seasonal emblem, probably? No, it's a raid one, right? Endgame? Raids, there we go. Or, yeah, this one. Can only hold one at a time. Immortality, what is this? Oh, that's right of the 9. Yeah, okay. Cool. So I have Desert Perpetuals, Epic. Can only hold one at a time. I don't have one in my inventory. What is the game talking about? Chat, we're 2 minutes into the game and we're already bugged.
Also,
you know what? It's
John,
probably
if
at my
you have,
postmaster.
If you have a rangefinder IS Luna, now would be the time to blow the dust off of it, since they're buffing rangefinder.
I do not, but I could run a. I could fuck up a Grasp of Avarice one. Run.
You only need to farm the
flawless.
boss. You don't need to run the whole thing. Did it form sideways? It's better.
Oh, is that the
And I'm
catch-up
also
chest?
looking forward to invading on Giant Map, finally. For the new Gambit 3.0 stuff. That's gonna be fun.
You've got Beerus, Disciple of Telesto, in your tower.
Oh, hey, Devrim.
You know, I could get used to Devrim being in the tower, honestly. He's not a bad character.
I love Dev. He's one of my favorites. He's like one of the big bright spots of Vanilla Destiny 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this was wait, there was like patches and shit? Fuck. I missed like an actual new thing. God damn it.
Yep.
I go away for 1 month and everything changes, bro. Fuck off, dude.
It was here for 2 weeks.
I don't want to hear
Yeah,
it.
it's been here for 2 weeks. You heard.
You know what else has been here for? You know what else has been here for 2 weeks? The portal.
That's been here for
Yeah,
longer
man.
than 2 weeks, but you know,
2016 was 4 years ago.
I'm gonna need you to put a stop on that because it's gonna be 10 years next year, and I don't think people are ready for that.
Do what?
2016 is 10 years ago next year, in like a month.
Yeah. Suffer.
It's not no skin off my back.
Hey
Oh,
John,
this is
when
still
was
bugged.
the? Trying to think of how old is Halo CE now? You know.
We had that. No, nice try. I had that mental breakdown on stream last week.
You have that breakdown every 10 minutes when playing.
It's fine.
We need to
Halo.
think of another
The
one,
original,
chat.
the original launch of Halo Combat Evolved is older than Hammer, by the way, Ranch. The reason why he wasn't playing the game when it came out is because he didn't exist. Oh, thank you guys for all your hard work in the clan, by the way. We're a little kind of lacking here, guys. I don't see, we're only Prestige 8. We need y'all to get on that.
The peasants must be taxed more.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's a
He's
joke.
kidding, chat.
All right, I am gonna probably end off stream here actually because I've been going for three and a half hours. I need to do more editing. My hard drives are like full to bursting, and I need to get my kitchen ready to do some pretty big cooking on Thursday morning. So I am gonna send you guys off to Lodge real quick. I just wanted to take a look
Are
at the state of the tower.
in-laws coming, John?
The in-laws? What?
Is
Oh no,
family
we're gonna.
coming?
No, I just have a lot of cooking to do because I always make all the sides and everything from scratch. So like cranberry sauce from scratch and stuffing and mac
You
and
know,
cheese.
I'm-
I mean, yeah, gotta get that shit for
I'm
Renegades.
reminded of the time we went to my grandma's, or my dad's parents' side of the family. We went to their house instead of them coming to us. And my grandma Mary kept opening the fucking oven to check on it, and my dad's like, "Will you stop that? You're gonna let all the heat out, and it's gonna take longer." And my grandpa left the house, went out to our camper, started sweeping out the camper, looks at my mom, and goes, "I think they're gonna fight." Didn't go back inside for like an hour and a half.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. I do. Damn, I have to finish this battle pass too. Fuck.
Yeah, man, you got a week left.
Get to work.
Well, I have 1 weekend worth of grinding left, so I can definitely do it.
We're
Is
gonna
that an
hold you to it.
origami? Is that an origami crane projection?
Hey,
It's cute.
Helios.
Yeah.
There are also 2 new.
Oh, that helmet is sick, bro. What the f?
Oh, hang on. Let me show you what my.
Oh yeah, because the new helmet from the event you just missed.
Yeah, inspect me real quick, John.
Is that the helmet I could have earned from the
Yeah.
Cold Arm?
Yes, it is.
He's an Iron Lord now. Look
Why
at
did nobody see fit to tell me that? I didn't no. I didn't get no. I didn't get a ping.
You saw
I didn't get an
the
at.
helmet.
I didn't no. I didn't get an at. I did not get a DM with a picture. I got nothing for 2 weeks. Not a lick.
Next time it comes around, we're gonna bombard you with invites.
Here, hang on, chat. Hang on. I'm gonna.
You were focused on. I would have gotten on Destiny for that. I absolutely would have gotten. Was there a sparrow too? Was there a sparrow?
No.
Yes, inspect my. Look at the back.
Hey, there was a
I'm gonna go to orbit because hang on. I'm gonna go to orbit because the game always bugs when I'm looking at stuff in the tower.
Hang on, chat. I want everyone to look in trade chat. He has been pinged about the helmet.
Ooh.
No. When did I get pinged about the helmet? When was this?
Just now.
Yeah.
Just now I got pinged about it?
Yeah. I went in the Discord and pinged you.
Ooh. That's an okay looking
But
sparrow.
yeah,
I like
there was
that.
people.
Hang on, I'll put the
bitching
ship
about-
on too.
There was people bitching about
There
the
you go. I
event
put the ship on.
for 2 weeks, and you didn't think to look at it. So
Look, me and Destiny 2, we
ship
were on a
and-
break, all right? I needed some space. She needed some time to figure things out, okay?
Yeah, and she got herself dolled up, and now you're looking back at her like, damn, I missed out.
You were focused on Ark.
I feel like this was okay. Let me just stay calm. Just stay calm. It's fine. No reason. There is no need to be upset.
Yeah, it's gonna be a yearly thing.
That's fine. I'll catch it next year. I missed a couple years of the Dawning and I missed this year of Festival of the Lost. This is the first time I missed Festival, so it's whatever. I'm not going to miss my free gift of Bright Dust, though. Sakura. Ooh, I like that.
Destiny
Ooh, that
2
looks...
holding up the welcome back cheater cloth sign towards John.
Dude, that looks really good on the cloak. I'm buying that.
On the cloak, yeah. Everything else.
Well, it's obviously a cloth shader. Roller rink. Okay, that's a good one, too.
I mean, the wood on the metal looks really nice. It just there's some
the harpoon. Oh, that's a cool. That's a nice
that don't
little
look fun.
tractor cannon. Quicksilver Tempest. Yep, seen that one. Indigo Wing. This is another. Yeah, it's okay cosmetics in the shop this week. That's all right too.
Yeah, that helmet in there.
Daily
is
bread
like the stained glass.
I kind of want. This is 1500. Okay. Why the fuck is
helmet?
a shader?
Yeah.
Why is a shader 300? Why is a ghost protection 1500? What the fuck is this?
Yeah, man, you don't want to hold fake bread in front of people.
I don't want to talk about what I want to say about that. I'm just gonna leave it alone.
I never understood the purpose. Like, I guess further personalizing your character, but like ghost protections just kind of seem useless.
I
Of all
like them.
things to
I don't like them
personalize.
enough to spend 1500 bright dust on them. All right, I'm gonna have to change the entire color scheme of this fit to match this Sakura thing, but this samurai fit with the Sakura cloak is too raw not to. So I'll have to do a little bit of. I like the I like the Zavala one. He just stares into your soul. Yep, that's the one I have.
He's having a stroke
Where
in
he
real
goes.
time.
I have the one where he goes. What does it say? Does it say indeed? Every time
why
I
is
open my
it not
ghost, it's just
named Indeed is what I want to know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's my goat. I like this one a lot. I like the Titan one a lot as well for in honor of Lance Reddick. I ran this one forever for because those of you that don't know, this is the OG triple OG bungee shield. And I've had a couple other ones. The raid one is sick too. The fucking you're lost in the dark corners of time skull. There's a lot of really good ones now. And I think they're cool. I think like little cosmetics like this that you can buy that don't really like fuck up the gameplay or anything, and they're like relatively inexpensive. I think these are fine. Like I'd pay like 50 cents for one of these, you know, $1 for the legendary maybe.
They want more than.
I know they do. That's the problem.
Great
They've
filler
always
for the Eververse Engrams.
they've always had like weird. I'm gonna need to come up. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do for this fit yet, chat, but I'll figure it out. I'm gonna maybe a green to match with the pink or something, or red. I could see a red working.
Put your suggestions in the comment section below.
I'll figure it out. I always make good fits. My shit is gas. Oh, Butterbark probably works really well, actually. Hang on.
Yeah, Butterbark.
Butterbark.
I kind of don't believe this Frostwolf guy.
That's okay.
Why? What's he doing?
Could be better. Let's try another model shader.
Teleporting, getting air shot. Teleporting headshots with Mida.
Oh, hang on. This has potential. So that's not what I wanted to do. Chat the rest of this stream before we finish. Oh, that has potential right there. That's close. That's close. We need to find something that fits with it. Brass, maybe. Oxide. I wish there was a way you could exclude one item from the all preview instead of having to do it this way.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
You're gonna butcher it like you're Titan. Do not do it by yourself this time. What do you like? I came up with this on my own. Like, what are you talking about?
Damn.
What are we doing here? Like, seriously? Like, what do you mean? I literally make the best fits in the game. The only person that can talk to me about this shit is Crips, bro.
One thing I'll say about Hunter legwear is that occasionally you put on a shader and it just makes it look like you're wearing underwear.
Yeah. All right, Chad. I think I'm gonna go make some dinner. Oh, hang on. I think I found it.
Yeah, nah, this guy isn't missing
That's
anything.
close. That's close. I need something that makes it look like old beat up samurai armor, and then the Sakura thing is like this was given to me by my daughter or my wife or whatever, and it's like the last
Took
little
care of the
remnant
rest of the
thing
parts.
I have of her, and it's the only splash of color on my armor. I wish you could take patterns and just take the pattern off and put it on the one part you wanted. That'd be so great. Bungie, Shader 3.0, get on it. All right, everybody. Thank you everybody for coming out to the stream. Really appreciate all the support.
Paint individual pieces of our armor, John?
I don't even need them to I don't even need like a color slider. What you do is you just take all the textures in the game and make them applicable to each part of the armor separately, because I know how the shader system works on the back end from doing all this mod stuff with the models and everything. So I just need them to lock in. Anyway, thank you everybody. I'll be back Friday. More stream. I got editing to do, so you won't see me for a bit. Send you guys over to the lodge. Enjoy the stream. I hope you guys liked the little music at the start of this stream. It was a lot of fun to set up. And I have it working now, so that'll be a regular thing we do. So if you guys want to like maybe vote on songs or something, maybe we'll set that up. Otherwise, I'll just pick from I have immaculate taste in music, so we'll just pick from my playlist if we don't need that. All right, here we go, everybody. Goodbye. Have a good time. God bless.